Geography and localized? Did we run out of words that rhyme, so now we have to use metaphysicized? Maybe so. But if you answered yes to any of these questions, then it's probably time you get Wiffleized. Choose Wiffles Hybrids this season, and let's get familiarized.
Flight by Yingling is the next generation of light beer. For those who don't follow trends, but craft them. Flight by Yingling is 12 ounces of uncompromised refreshment from America's oldest brewery. With only 2.6 grams of carbs and 95 calories, this is premium refreshment 6 generations in the making. Don't just raise a glass, raise the bar. Flight by Yingling. Available wherever beer is sold. DG Yingling & Son Incorporated, Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Please enjoy responsibly.
Tim Gould Farms in Henry County. He trusts Illinois Farm Bureau to have his back, and so can you.
Farm Bureau has a very large impact on local communities and on the state level. There's different avenues of communications, such as Farm Week, Ag Safety, Ag in the Classroom, scholarship programs. Between an off-the-farm job, the farm, and family, my life without Farm Bureau would feel as though I'm on my own.
The Illinois Farm Bureau Advantage. Impactful advocacy, trusted information, and meaningful development.
When you're on the move and looking for nonstop college sports action, get the Varsity Network app and take the game with you everywhere. Stream live play-by-play from schools across the country right from your phone, free. Catch hundreds of weekly podcasts, including shows from your favorite teams, all in one place. From football Saturdays to midweek hoops, it's your all-access pass to the college sports world. Whether it's game day or just your daily drive, the Varsity Network app has you covered. Download now and listen live for free on the Varsity Network app.
Down the right sideline, touchdown!
This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
Spotting the perfect fit is kind of your thing. So when it comes to finding a used car, start your search at FordBlueAdvantage.com and find the perfect certified pre-owned vehicle at your local Ford dealer. One that comes with serious perks, like a thorough inspection, a Ford-backed warranty, even a Carfax report. Because you know what they say, the best finds are the ones that feel made for you. Ford Blue Advantage. Used car buying that's built for you. Available at participating dealers only. See your dealer for details and limitations.
At Blinds.com, it's not just about window treatments. It's about you, your style, your space, your way. Whether you DIY or want the pros to handle it all, you'll have the confidence of knowing it's done right. From free expert design help to our 100% satisfaction guarantee, everything we do is made to fit your life and your windows. Because at Blinds.com, the only thing we treat better than windows is you. Black Friday deals are going on all month long. Save up to 45% off site-wide, plus an additional 10% off every order right now at Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions apply.
.org.
Welcome back. We continue our pregame coverage here. Our visit with Coach Bret Bielema shortly before kickoff tonight from Camp Randall Stadium, brought to you by the Geese College of Business. And we joined, of course, by Illinois head coach Bret Bielema as we get ready to take on the Badgers at a place that you know well here at Camp Randall. It's an old stadium. Memorial Stadium in Champaign is old, but this one's got a little history to it, too.
Yeah, this is, obviously called home here for 9 years overall, and had a lot of great success here. But, this team has responded well all year. I'm super excited to see where they go tonight. Had obviously a good week of practice and put ourselves hopefully in a position to do good things tonight.
Well, you're taking on a Badger team that was close with Indiana there for about a half in Bloomington. I know their biggest issue this year, I think, has been injuries that they've been battling.
Yeah, they've, especially, the Q position, but also really kind of throughout offensive line. Similar to us, they took a little bit of a dip when some guys went down, but I would say obviously the win against Washington put a new energy in their program, and then did play very well against Indiana, especially the first half. So a lot of really good things working for them. I know we're going to get their best shot at senior night here tonight for them, and those seniors have been through a lot and all that they've gone through, the guys that have been here multiple years. So it's been a good week of preparation, and as we all know, at Big Ten play, anything can happen.
That's right. Well, I've been telling people that if a team like this can beat Washington, we saw how good they are, you can beat anybody. I mean, there's defensively, they're pretty solid, looks like.
Yeah, they do. They're big up front. Got a couple freshman linebacker. Anytime you have 19 tackles in a game, Catalano had 19, I believe, against Washington. So super, aggressive up front, play with their hands. in the back end, obviously, have been able to do some things, capitalize on it offensively when they're running the ball effectively and they're getting the ball out on time. They're really tough to defend as well.
Well, that's been the thing. You mentioned the quarterback spot. I think they were down to their fourth quarterback, which is tough. I mean, when you're playing at Indiana, and even in that game, though, they were in it at halftime. So
yeah, and you know what? He was actually committed to Michigan before Wisconsin, so a very highly recruited young man. And obviously, the other quarterback's got a lot of experience, game experience, even though it wasn't, at the big level, but had a lot of game experience and things that happen. So it's just one of those things. We got to take the plays in front of us, take advantage of the moment we're in, and see where we can go.
Yeah. Well, the team, of course, with the win last week over Maryland, just a solid win. You probably, left a couple of scores on the table, as it turned out, but did enough in that game at the right moments, I thought, especially in the red zone defensively. And I know Luke had another good game, and just enough there to put together a win.
I think the part, it wasn't obviously a clean first half in the end with a turnover, but really like the response of our guys, and Luke in particular, right, to leave the field on Saturday last week, with the interception, and to come back and take that first drive in the second half all the way down the field and score. So he's just got great composure. Really excited to see how he closes out this season and more importantly, his career.
I had forgotten in the last game with Wisconsin that was in Champaign, he rushed for 100 yards and threw for 100.
Yeah,
in that game.
Yeah, he's I think the biggest thing for Luke is he gets a little rhythm, but I think for me personally too, as a head coach, to watch him and Coach Lunny, I think they come up with plans to beat each team individually. It's not so much, hey, this is what we do. They really do a good job of exposing what a defense gives them, and that's a big part of our success.
Continuing to visit with Coach Bielema here as we get ready for Illinois and Wisconsin tonight, kicking off a little after 6:30. All right, as far as the team overall, the way they played against Maryland, the defense, you mentioned the stops in the red zone. I thought they did a great job there, and that'll be key again tonight against Wisconsin, how you guys have done that in holding people out of the red zone here lately.
Yeah, obviously, when they get down in that area, it doesn't matter how they got there, whether it's an offensive, series that got them down there, whether it's a kicking game, a turnover, whatever it is, you're kind of like the fire department in that minute, right? You got to just put the fire out. Doesn't really matter what happened or how it got there. You just got to put the fire out. And our guys have capitalized on that, did some really good things. I thought last week in particular was still a 2-score game, and to come up with that, that fourth down stop, first and goal inside the 5, and to come away with that with no points, that's a very it's a huge energy shot into our sideline, but it's also a tough one to survive on the other.
Yeah, and Hudson Clement, 2 touchdown catches. Great to see him emerge here as the season has gone on.
Yeah, he's really turned into a really good performer at practice. He's done a heck of a job. Little things all around the program. People just talked about his attention to detail in the weight room, academically, and it's parlayed now into a couple straight 2 or 3 weeks of really good football, and hopefully the best is yet to come.
All right, we're looking forward to the game tonight. Give me some X and O keys, key stats, things you're looking at.
A lot of things happened before we even got here, right? We had to have a 1-0 focus in the month of November. Obviously, we're able to parlay that into success last week, and kind of the same thing, same mission, same goal. But I think anytime you're playing on the road in the Big Ten, it's going to be very important to play complementary Big Ten football, right? Just play with great physicality, understand, the fundamentals win games. Everybody's fundamentals are different, right? The receivers' fundamentals are catching and to a certain extent blocking a little bit. But on the flip side, defensive linemen's fundamentals are playing with hat and hands and feet and extension and squeezing plays and making plays in the run game and converting and pass. So everybody's got to do their job at what they do effectively, and that'll hopefully give us a chance to be successful.
All comes down to fundamentals. Well, thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
I appreciate it, ILL.
All right, I will talk to you after the game here. Back with more from Camp Randall Stadium after this, as we continue on the pregame show on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
At the College of Aces, you won't just learn about global problems, you'll learn how to solve them. Our programs connect science, policy, and people in areas like food systems, environment, and human development. Whether you're in a lab, on a farm, or working in a community, you'll apply what you learn from day one and graduate with purpose, experience, and momentum. If you want your education to matter beyond the classroom, ACES is where it starts. Explore more at aces.illinois.edu.
Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is on. Oh, what fun it is to drive a new Toyota today. Hey, Jan from Toyota here, reminding you Toyotathon is on. Make your holiday wishes come true with a new Camry, RAV4, Tacoma, and more. All right, let's sing it together this time. Toyotathon, Toyota.
Dealer inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 1st. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyotathon, which ends on January 5th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Primient is proud to celebrate agriculture today and every day, on the field and off. We were founded on the potential of agriculture more than 100 years ago, and our more than 1,500 employees embrace this heritage as we look to tomorrow. To learn more about how Primient teams are working to enrich lives through plant-based solutions across the food, feed, and industrial ingredients markets, visit the Primient website at primient.com and follow us on LinkedIn.
Welcome to your field. The weather is perfect. The soil is perfect. The seedlings are perfect. Enjoy your relaxing day.
We all know that's not farming. That's fantasy. It takes grit and hard work to do what you do. Dynagrow Seed is bred and tested for your reality with a proven history of success in your area year after year. Dynagrow Seed. For real. Visit seedyoucantrust.com.
Pressure coming, and he is sacked. This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
Listen to Eric Trump's Under Siege, read by the author with a foreword written and read by President Donald J. Trump. This eye-opening audiobook relays the surprising and gripping moments throughout Eric's life and career as part of America's most prominent family. Under Siege by Eric Trump is available now wherever audiobooks are sold.
There's nothing like the sights and sounds of the holidays. The crackle of a fire, the tearing of wrapping paper, and of new gifts. The smell of cookies, ornaments on the tree, and of new toys, along with the sound of Christmas carols through the Lexus Premium Sound System. Get into the holiday spirit during the Lexus December to Remember sales event. Get offers on select models now through January 5th. Click the banner to discover more. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
Throughout history, apples have changed the world. But now, the geniuses at Fireball are using apples to launch their whiskey into a new era. Introducing new Fireball Blazin' Apple.
Please drink responsibly. Whiskey with natural cinnamon flavor, 33% alcohol by volume, produced by Cesar.
To the game, brought to you by State Farm. The new State Farm personal price plan can help you create an affordable price just for you. Former Illini fullback Kerry Davis with me with some of his keys to the game. Kerry, how you looking at it?
I'm good. I'm doing good. I think number one is going to be ready for anything. This is a team that is obviously struggling, not having success on their fourth quarterback. You don't know what they're going to do offensively because I don't know if they know what they're going to do offensively. So be ready, be prepared, be ready for it all. And the main thing, run to the football, get to the ball carrier and get the ball carrier on the ground and live to play the next play. That would be my number one. And number two, build on what you've done for the last couple of weeks. You had 225 yards rushing versus Maryland and only allowed 6 points defensively. You had 210 versus Rutgers rushing, and you only allowed 13 points. Continue to build on that. You've done a fantastic job on the defensive side and running the football. Keep doing that, and you should get out of here with a W tonight.
Yeah, that's a good sign on the defensive side. With Wisconsin kind of struggling offensively, hopefully those two things will match up and Illinois can get it out of there with a win. But like you said, you just got to not worry about what has happened. That's how you react to things, right?
Correct. I mean, they could try anything. I've seen all types of different formations and schemes and things that they've tried to do where they're running the football. You know that Carter Smith, the quarterback, is going to run the ball some because that's what he does best. So just be ready. Be prepared for all of it. You might see triple option tonight. You might see something that you haven't seen on film because they are a team that is struggling right now. So when you're struggling like that, anything is possible. They're 3-7. They're trying to find their second Big Ten win. And they're only scoring 12 points a game and 6 points a game in the Big Ten. So, be prepared for anything and then get to it and make sure you get the ball carrier on the ground.
We're going to get to it coming up shortly. That's Kerry Davis with the keys to the game, presented by State Farm. State Farm can help you create an affordable price just for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Kerry will be back with Brian Barnhart. Brian will call the play-by-play. Kerry will analyze the game Michael Martin will report from the sidelines. Stay with us as we continue our coverage. That does it for the Wyffels Hybrids pregame show. I'll be back with you at halftime and a postgame show as well. Stay with us. This has been the Wyffels Hybrids pregame show from Learfield.
Illini fans know a strong starting lineup makes all the difference. And when it comes to your health, Carl Health puts the right team on the field for you. With the doctors, hospitals, and specialists you already know and trust. Whether you're exploring Medicare Advantage options or individual plans, choose a plan that chooses Carl Health. Visit ChooseCarlHealth.org to stay connected to the care teams who are there for you, your family, and your community. Choose a health plan that keeps you in the game. Choose CarleHealth.org.
Want to help pull the plug on cyber terrorists or work with satellites and other space technology? How about learning the avionics inside stealth fighters? You can do it, serving part-time in the Air National Guard. In the Air Guard, you'll earn extra cash and money for college while gaining high-tech skills in one of nearly 200 career specialties. Call the Illinois Air National Guard at 1-800-TOGOANG or visit goang.com/IL.
ILL. This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
What would you do if your online store converted 36% more shoppers? You could take 36% more vacation.
Another pina colada? Yes, please.
Open a new retail location with 36% more square feet.
Fantastic.
Hire 36% more help.
You're hired and you're hired.
Shopify has the world's best converting checkout, up to 36% better than other e-commerce platforms. What you do with those extra sales is up to you. Switch to Shopify today at shopify.com/listen and get a $1 trial. Shopify.com/listen.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Turn it up. It's game time. On the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Back to pass, rush coming. Royola's in trouble.
Yes, sir.
Down he goes.
Yes, sir.
Going for it on fourth down. Lob to the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois. It's a free ball. It's bouncing on the turf, and the Illini have it. Looks to throw. Throw into the end zone. He caught it. Back of the end zone. Touchdown.
Fighting Illini football is brought to you by Carl, the official healthcare provider of the Fighting Illini, and by your local Ford dealers.
Let's go! Let's go! We do this, man! Here we go!
Kickoff is just moments away. Now, here's the voice of the Fighting Illini, Brian Barnhart.
And good evening, everybody, to Saturday Night Football here in Madison, Wisconsin, as the Fighting Illini venture to the oldest stadium in the Big Ten, Camp Randall Stadium, the fourth oldest in the country, as they take on the Wisconsin Badgers here tonight in Madison, Wisconsin, the capital city here in this state. I'm Brian Barnhart along with Kerry Davis. Michael Martin is on the sideline. A 45-degree night, feels like 41, winds variable at 7 miles an hour. Illinois at 7-3 through 10 games. Wisconsin, the flip of that, at 3-7. One Big Ten win. They got that a couple of weeks ago here in this stadium against Washington, a team that Illinois struggled against up in Seattle. Great to have you with us. It is a cool night, certainly cold night, but not as bad as it could be, Kerry Davis, in November. Coming north to Madison, this isn't too bad.
No, not at all. Not complaining at all. 40 degrees. I forgot my coat, and I'm not too bad. So I think it's okay to be a night for football here in Wisconsin. A 43-degree night in November. I'll take it every day of the week.
Well, the Wisconsin Badgers won the toss, and they defer, so they will kick off here to start the ball game. They're in the white helmets with a big red W there on top with the red tops and red pants. Illinois with the orange helmets, white tops, orange pants, as we get ready to start this ball game tonight. They used to not allow you to play November games at night, but of course in this era,
Really?
In the era of TV, they're driving everything. And so here we are in November, the weekend before Thanksgiving, here at Camp Randall Stadium. And the Illini back to receive the kickoff. Khalil Valentine and Matt Krisetic are deep. Wisconsin will kick it off from left to right. One of the smaller crowds we've ever seen in the nearly 25 years I've been doing the games here in Camp Randall. The student section is maybe half full, if that. There's still some coming in. The other seats across the way and down below us, a lot of splotches of empty seats, empty bleachers here at Camp Randall Stadium. And the kickoff, end over end kick. Valentine will watch it sail out the back of the end zone. And Nathaniel Vakos with the kickoff. And Illinois will have the touchback and start 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Michael Martin, our man on the sideline. How are the field conditions down there, wind and everything else, Michael?
Well, you know what they say, Brian. It's not the cold, it's the wind. It's not too windy down here on field level. So nice and comfortable. As long as the guys stay moving, cold shouldn't be as much of a factor. But especially these early downs, if we can get some hard hits, it may, on offense and on defense, it may start demoralizing a hardy Wisconsin team.
All right, Luke Altmyer in the gun from his own 25. Khalil Valentine, the start at running back. Fake to Valentine. Throw to the right to Colin Dixon with a catch. And if he got a yard, he was lucky. He got it up to maybe the 27-yard line. We'll see where they spotted a gain of 2 on the quick hitter to the right for Colin Dixon. Of course, you've got Hank Beatty, 54 catches, leading the team, 758 yards coming in. Dixon got his 29th. Hudson Clement, those are the top 3 receivers for the Illini coming into this one. Altmyer in the gun, and now just as we get the snap, we get some movement on the line as it was 2nd and 8. And we'll see what this is about.
Offside defense, number 31. With contact in the neutral zone, 5-yard penalty, still 2nd down.
Young man Suggs, who played at LSU, a graduate transfer in for this Wisconsin defense, which Kerry really hasn't been too bad this year.
Yeah, the defense isn't bad. They have not been the problem. They get after the ball carrier. They got 2 freshman linebackers that tackle well. The offense has been the trouble side for this team this year.
And we got 5 free yards there, which makes it 2nd and 3. Across the 30-yard line, here is Altmyer, gives to Khalil Valentine in a short gain up across the 32 to the 33-yard line. He gets a yard. It'll be 3rd down and a couple of yards for the Illini on this opening drive. Altmyer, 2,427 yards, 21 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, threw 2 touchdowns, had a pick last week in the win over Maryland. Here we go, 3rd and 2. Just underway, opening drive. The Illini have converted 45% of their 3rd down conversions. They sent Beatty in the backfield and then sent him left. Faden is the back. 3rd and 2, opening drive, their own 33. Back to pass, Altmyer throws it right, caught by Hudson Clement at the 40-yard line, and it should be good for an Ameren, Illinois 1st down up to the 41-yard line.
So, Brian, when they put Hank Beatty in the backfield and then motion him out, that's giving the quarterback and the offense a no. They know right now it's zone. Nobody ran with him. They didn't have a cornerback lined up in the middle, so they know he's going to be zone. Luke knows where to go with the ball.
2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Fagan in the backfield, and the play fake to him. Altmyer looks to throw. Now he's going to run. Now he's going to throw. Got a man wide open across the way. 50, 45, 40, out of bounds. And a 1st down, Illinois, into Badger territory, all the way down to the 35-yard line. Davin Stoffel, the tight end. We haven't called his name a lot this year, but big number 88 with a catch right on that sideline and just sprinted up the hash marks. And a 1st down, Illinois, a gain to the 35-yard line. Our 1st downs again brought to you by Ameren, Illinois.
Brian, that might be his first catch of the year. I don't know if you called his name at all this season. Great time to get a catch, though.
Yes, it was. 1st and 10, Illinois, the opening drive of the game. No score yet. Right to left as we look down at Camp Randall. Valentine with a handoff, running left. And he got a yard to the 34-yard line. Trying to make the sweep today for Illinois sports. We had Illinois men's basketball to win earlier today. Scott Beatty and Doug Altenberger on the call for that. At State Farm Center, a nice, easy win for the Illini men. And the women play tomorrow down at Florida State. Football trying to get a win here tonight. And a good drive so far from their own 25 to the Badger 34. Valentine to the left of Altmyer. Beatty goes in motion. 2 receivers to the right. Snap back to Luke.
Pressure comes. Throw over the middle, and the pass is intercepted. Picked off by the Badgers at the 25-yard line. Matt Jung able to pick it off. Looked like he threw it behind his receiver a little bit.
Yeah, Lucas pointed to the ground saying he thinks it hit the ground, but we just didn't get enough blocking up front, and it tipped off the receiver's hands, and the DB was able to catch it.
Yeah, Matt Jung, the free safety. We'll take a break. Turnover, Illinois on their opening drive. No score yet. Illinois and Wisconsin. 11:48 to go first quarter on the Busey Bank, Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Yuengling Traditional Lager, a beer that, like true legends, stands the test of time. Brewed by the same family for nearly 200 years, it's a crisp amber lager with a bold, smooth flavor that's perfect for game day. Whether you're cheering from the stands or watching from your favorite bar, Yuengling is the taste of tradition. Yuengling, legends stand the test of time.
Listen up, Illini fans. Cashback is here with the new Illini Visa Signature Cashback Card brought to you by the U of I Community Credit Union. Earn cashback every time you make a purchase. 5% cashback on gas and travel, 2% back on groceries and restaurants, and 1.5% back on everything else. But that's not all. U of I Community Credit Union will match your cashback earnings up to $150 for the first year. Learn more and apply today at IlliniCard.org.
Today's game is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Why pay more for gels when Barbasol delivers an instant thick lather for a close, comfortable shave? This is Fighting Illini Football from Learfield.
There's nothing like being in the stands cheering on your favorite team. Game Time is your hack to unlocking amazing tickets in just a few taps. Plus, their Game Time guarantee means you can trust you'll get 100% authentic tickets at the best price. Fees are always included, so what you see is what you pay. Get the best deals on sports tickets. Download the Game Time app and create an account to start searching for tickets to upcoming games and events. Swipe, tap, ticket, go. Game Time.
We've all done it. Stock our fridge with good intentions, only to sacrifice nutrition for convenience. Keep your body and mind nourished with whole body meal shakes from Kachava. It's got 25 grams of protein, 6 grams of fiber, greens, and so much more. But it actually tastes delicious. Try one of Kachava's indulgent flavors today. Shop now through December 2nd to get 30% off your first purchase of 2 or more bags. Go to Kachava.com and use code SHAKE. That's KACHAVA.com, code SHAKE.
Got some good news for you during the break. They did an AHW review. Always here when there's work to be done. Game time to field time. Game-winning calls to yield-boosting tech. Precision-cutting machines. And AHW brings accuracy where it counts. They ruled it incomplete. Apparently, when the defender, the free safety, turned over, that ball hit the ground, so the Illini get it back. Now it's 3rd and 9. So Illinois football on the overturned call. Fagan to the right of Altmaier. They keep the ball. Back to pass. Altmaier looks to throw. Flushed out of the pocket in trouble, and down he goes. Ball comes loose. The Illini try to fall on it. I think Brandon Henderson was down there to try to get it back. And the Illini go out of field goal position for sure there as Altmaier just got smacked.
Yeah.
And then the ball came out.
Well, the one of the issues Illinois has had pretty much all year is TE stunts. That's when the tackle starts over the guard and he shoots out over the tackle, and the defensive end starts over the tackle and he shoots inside over the guard. And it just causes confusion sometimes, and it puts pressure on the quarterback. They were able to get to Luke Altmaier, and unfortunately he was unable to get the ball out in time.
Tyrell Henry is deep. He averages just under 10 yards a return. So the Illini dodge a bullet with the interception, but now they have to punt further back. Crimmins with a nice punt, high kick, and it'll bounce over the man's head and bounces into the end zone. The Illini tried to be down there and down it. They could not. Tyrell Henry let it go over his head, and when it bounced at the bottom of the end zone, it's a 46-yard punt. And Wisconsin will have it at their own 20 to start as that one goes into the end zone for Keelan Crimmins. 44.5 yards his average with a long of 60. Michael Martin.
That was a pretty good textbook pooch punt, all things considered. Only problem is that it just bounced over over the Illinois player's head. He never had a chance to get it. Otherwise, he's well positioned, well coached. Just didn't bounce our way.
So the sack on Altmaier ends the drive for Illinois. Darion Dupree is the tailback. And here's a handoff running right. The ball comes loose at the end of the play. The Badgers fall on it inside the 30-yard line. Kekakuna took a handoff. They will do a lot of jet sweeping around here. And the Illini able to knock that ball out, but the Badgers get it back. Well, they get a 5 or 6 yard gain out of that, I think.
Yeah, it rolled backwards, but they were able to recover it. Great job by Matthew Bailey getting his hand in there and stripping that ball out.
We're going to watch the jet sweeps tonight because they're going to bring some around. Pistol look, running back lines up to the left. They get it up to the 26, so 2nd and 4 Wisconsin. No score early going here in Badger country. Back to pass Carter Smith, and down he goes. They sack him back inside the 20-yard line. And Durocher with the finish. Tomiwa Durocher. Kurt Neal and some others poured through on the freshman quarterback, Carter Smith. He had nowhere to go.
Great job of getting pressure. Great job by the secondary as well and staying in coverage. Carter Smith was looking for that out route. Then he looked for a corner route. There was nobody open, and Durocher was able to get there and get to the quarterback.
And the Badger offense, which is struggling to score all year, as you might imagine, they're pretty bad on third down. 31% for the year. 3rd and 11, no score. 9:44 to go first quarter. Back to pass Smith. Throws it left, got a catch. 25, 30-yard line. And that's close to a Wisconsin first down. I think they got it. Nice catch across the way. Eugene Hilton hauls it in. First down, Wisconsin. Hilton, the freshman, out of Zionsville, Indiana.
So Brian, one thing to consider is this is Carter Smith's 3rd game. Obviously, his first couple of games, struggling, didn't have a lot of success, but he's had time to kind of grow in this offense, and they're going to find some ways to try to make easy throws for him and get everybody involved in the running game, I'm sure, to try to keep Illinois off balance.
Dupree is the single back set. They'll use Akers sometimes as a fullback. Here's the handoff. Dupree running left to the outside. 35, and he's close to another first down. All the way up to the 39-yard line. Well, that play with 8:50 to go in the first quarter. And again, one thing Wisconsin has not done a lot this year is have any kind of sustained drives. They did have some short fields to work with in their win over Washington, their only Big Ten win.
Yeah, what we've talked about all season long is winning on first down. Right now, Wisconsin is winning on first down. First play, 5 yards. This second first down, they got 8 yards.
Give him 8 officially. 2nd and 2. Dupree now goes to the left of the quarterback. Fakes the pitch. Carter Smith in trouble. Running left. Trying to get out of bounds, and he does. The Illini chase him out of bounds across the way. Gabe Akis was in hot pursuit. Crowd continues to file in. Again, it's certainly a lot of empty seats in that student section, but the other sections have filled up better than I thought, and a lot of orange mixed in. Either that or they're deer hunters out there in the orange. We'll see. No score yet. Illinois was stopped on their drive, forced to punt. Wisconsin, its first drive. 3rd and 4 at their own 36, left to right. In the red and white, they send a man in motion. Here is Carter Smith. Gives it to his tailback. Powers to the left side. He's got a first down as Dupree runs it left. And he's moving the chains again up to the 40-yard line. And a 1st and 10 Wisconsin.
And Brian, this Wisconsin offense, I know it's early, but this looks like the most in sync that I've seen from this team pretty much all season. They've been struggling, as you said, to move the ball successfully. These first few plays of this drive, they're having some success.
Yeah, 7 different offensive line combinations for the Badgers, 4 different centers. But so far, so good. From their own 20 to their own 40, 1st and 10. Pistol look. Here is the quarterback, Smith. He is going to hand it up the middle. And charging straight ahead is Dupree. And we got a helmet that comes off one of the offensive linemen for Wisconsin. They get it up to the 43-yard line, so a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. The Illini defensively coming in. 48 tackles for loss. 20 sacks coming in, only 3 interceptions. They got one last week at the end of the half on a Hail Mary. They only had 2 coming into the Maryland game last week. 6:50 for the first quarter. No score, Illinois and Wisconsin. Man in motion, they send a receiver out to the left, Kekahuna. Now they've got the tailback Dupree. Snap back to Carter Smith. The freshman throws. Got caught across the way near midfield. They pull him down right shy of that first down marker. And Kekahuna, the receiver, Matt Bailey drops him. It'll be 3rd and 1 for Wisconsin. And again, those first down plays are picking up first and second down.
Yeah, when you can get a lot of yards, 4, 5, 6 yards on first down, again, it makes life easier on 2nd and 3rd down. And with the running game that Wisconsin has, they have a quarterback that can run. They got a bunch of different guys that they're using in the running game. It puts a lot of stress on the defense and the defensive coordinator.
Got a fullback in there in an I formation. 3rd and 1 at their own 49. Left to right, hand off to the fullback. Powers straight ahead. And he's got the first down to the Illinois 49-yard line. Yeah, Jackson Acker. Or Aker, I think is how you say it. First down to Wisconsin.
The other thing to consider, Brian, is they know offensively they haven't been good. Their defense plays a lot of plays. They're probably going to try to control the clock, run the ball successfully, pick up first downs, bleed the clock out. You know you're playing against a really good offense. You don't want to have those guys that have a lot of possessions, so they're going to run the ball and try to run successfully.
Couple of yards on that gain. Odeluga on the stop. Quarterback in the shotgun. They send a receiver in motion. Now they fake a handoff. Now they're throwing left. Got a man wide open. Inside the Illinois 40. Inside the 35 and a first down Wisconsin. Down to the Illinois 32. And a gain of 17. Lance Mason, the tight end with a catch. One of their leading receivers, 24 catches for him. Vinny Anthony has 27 catches. Those are the top 2 receivers of the Badgers after they stopped Illinois. Have marched all the way down to the Illinois 32.
Just simple play action. Running the ball well does that for you. He had 2 guys wide open on that play.
1st and 10 Wisconsin, the Illinois 32. Dupree is the back. Here is the handoff. Dupree upended, but he tumbles ahead. Nice gain. Inside the Illinois 30 down to the 27-yard line. He gets 5 more. And this has been a fast quarter. 4:30 left in the first quarter. No score. Each team has had it once. Had an interception, we thought, on Altmaier, but then they ruled it incomplete. Then on 3rd and 9, Altmaier got sacked. The Illini had to punt. Ball went into the end zone, and now the Badgers have marched all the way down to the Illinois 28. Single back set. Now they send Dupree in motion. Now they fake a handoff. Now they're going to throw it back to the left. And looking left and got a man caught down around the Illinois 21. I tell you what, they're throwing it all over the yard. Caught by Lance Mason, the tight end. A lot of motion, a lot of misdirection. Kerry, you warned me on the plane that they might do this.
They're going to do everything. I mean, everything is in the playbook because you've struggled offensively. You've struggled trying to find some rhythm, trying to find a way to be in sync. And right now they're play action passing. They tried to take a shot downfield. They hit the receiver on a go route. He wasn't open, so they hit the tight end on the crosser who was wide open.
Jackson Aker in the backfield. 1st and 10 Wisconsin at the Illinois 22. Center receiver in motion. Fake the jet sweep. Carter Smith, the quarterback, surges ahead, and then he's pulled back at about the 20-yard line, so he gets 2 yards. Carter Smith on the carry. Last week at Indiana, 12 for 27, 106 yards. Now keep in mind, Wisconsin beat Washington. They were only down 10-7 at Indiana in the first half. They were playing Oregon close earlier this year on the road. Now they did eventually lose those games. So they can surprise you. Chris Brooks lines up as a receiver to the left. 2nd and 8, gain of 2 down to the Illinois 20. Each team has had it once. We got 2:50 left in the first quarter. Dupree the back. Here is Carter Smith, fakes it to him. Now he's running left. 15, 10, and out of bounds. And the Badgers are an offensive juggernaut right now.
Yeah, I mean, everything they're doing is working. And when you have a quarterback that is mobile, obviously he's booting out. The play action, the run fake to the right gets the eyes of the defense. But as he boots out to the left, he has an option. He's looking for a receiver. There's no one there. He's going to take off and run and pick up big yardage.
And the Illini defense in that back end was kind of circling back towards the end zone.
Yeah, they're trying to cover the pass. And like I said, when he sees no one open, he just takes off and runs.
No score yet. Wisconsin all the way down to the Illinois 8, 1st and goal. Back split either side to the quarterback. Here's a fake handoff and a run up the middle. The keeper by the quarterback. And down he goes at about the 6-yard line. So he gets 2 yards. The Badgers already with 72 yards of offense. They've passed it for 40. Smith is 4 of 4. And they're moving around like checkers on a checkerboard down there. Minute 48 for the first quarter. No score, but Wisconsin from their own 20 to the Illinois 6.
Yeah, 15-play drive right now. They've been eating up the clock. Again, when you're a team that is struggling, you want to limit the possessions that the other team can have, and they're doing a really good job of that right now, picking up big yardage on first down and getting going.
All right, we got a tailback Dupree. We've got Acker back there as a fullback. Here is the handoff. Nope, fake. Now it's a running right. We get down to the end zone, and it's a touchdown, Wisconsin. Boy, they just mixed everything around. Vinny Anthony is the one who wound up with it. And a touchdown, Wisconsin. My goodness.
Brian, that goes back to my first point that I talked to Steve about. Be ready for anything. Offensively, this is a wounded team. They've been struggling all season long to find some rhythm offensively. Everything is available in the playbook when you have a team that hasn't been able to have success this much this season.
16 plays, 80 yards, 6-yard run by the receiver, Vinny Anthony, who took it around from left to right and scores the touchdown. And the extra point is good. With that, we go to break. Here in Madison, Badgers wounded but dangerous. They lead Illinois 7-0. 1:21 to go. First quarter of the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Life is about moving forward. Stand still and you get past. Your next move isn't always obvious. Like the move to the Air National Guard. In the Air Guard, you get a steady paycheck, learn career skills, make valuable contacts, even become eligible for college tuition assistance, all while serving your country and community. Learn what civilian employers want and earn the resume they look for when you visit goang.com. It's your move.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
He's in! Touchdown!
This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. Also that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
For FDIC.
Make your game weekend brilliant beyond the tailgate. After cheering on the Fighting Illini, take time to explore Champaign-Urbana, savor restaurants that wow, enjoy art that inspires, breathe in the beauty of nature trails and vibrant fall colors, and discover family-friendly fun that keeps the whole crew smiling. Now that's what we call a weekend win. For more ideas, visit experiencecu.com.
Wisconsin to kick it off, leading 7-0. Nathaniel Pecos will do the honors. He started the game with a kickoff. This one will bounce into the end zone where it says Wisconsin off to our right. In front of the old field house down there. And with that, we get another break. 7-0 Wisconsin here with 1:21 to go in the first quarter on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
2 million brain cells die every minute during a stroke. Carle Health wants to remind you of the 6 simple signs of a stroke. We call it Be Fast, and it stands for balance lost, eyes blurred, faces drooping, arms are weak, speech is slurred, and terrible headache. If you or someone you know are experiencing these symptoms, call 911 immediately. Be fast, and together we can save lives. Learn more at carle.org/stroke.
For more than 90 years, Busey Wealth Management has helped families and businesses make smart financial decisions that stand the test of time. From personalized investment plans to tax strategies that work for you, our team is here to support your goals every step of the way. We take a big pictured approach, connecting you with the right financial experts to help protect what you've built and plan for what's next. Busey Bank, proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini. Member FDIC.
Today's game is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Feeling great starts with a great shave. This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
At Blinds.com, it's not just about window treatments. It's about you, your style, your space, your way. Whether you DIY or want the pros to handle it all, you'll have the confidence of knowing it's done right. From free expert design help to our 100% satisfaction guarantee, everything we do is made to fit your life and your windows. Because at Blinds.com, the only thing we treat better than windows is you.
Black Friday deals are going on all month long. Save up to 45% off site-wide plus an additional 10% off every order right now at Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions apply.
There's nothing like the sights and sounds of the holidays. The crackle of a fire, the tearing of wrapping paper, and of new gifts. The smell of cookies, ornaments on the tree, and of new toys, along with the sound of Christmas carols through the Lexus Premium Sound System. Get into the holiday spirit during the Lexus December to Remember sales event. Get offers on select models now through January 5th. Click the banner to discover more. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
1909 through 2024 CY.
Well, the Badgers go 16 plays, 80 yards, took up 9.5 minutes, and lead it 7-0 here late in the first quarter over Illinois. Let's pause 10 seconds, allow our network stations to identify themselves. Back in 10 seconds for station ID on Illinois football from Learfield. Well, the Illini hit with an uppercut to start this game. We'll see how they respond against what can be a very stingy defense for the Wisconsin Badgers. They only allow 23 points a game. Triple receivers to the left. 1st and 10 Illinois at their own 25. Now trailing 7-0. Fagan is the back. Altmaier's going to keep it. Pulls it down, runs it up the right sideline. 35, and he's hit hard into the Illinois sideline. Brent Bielema wants a late hit. They will move the change. Let's see where he stepped out at about the 38, maybe 37-yard line. That's an Ameren, Illinois first down. They'll put it down at the Illinois 38.
It wasn't a late hit, but Mason Poston loves to hit people. He's the linebacker for Wisconsin. He does a really good job. State champion wrestler. He is a guy that a true freshman loves to play football. We talked about it last week. Just step out of bounds, Luke.
48 seconds left in the first quarter. The Illini send a tight end in motion. Here is the snap back to Altmaier, fakes to Fagan, steps into the pocket, throwing left, and it's almost intercepted. He was trying to hit Clement about the 40. Number 2, Ricardo Hallman, who's a very good corner from Miami, Florida. 28 tackles on the year, nearly had a pick.
Yeah, that was just a bad ball by Luke. He was probably 3 or 4 yards behind where Hudson Clement was running to, and almost picked off, as you said, by the DB from Wisconsin.
Badgers have won 8 of the last 10 meetings. Illinois did win here 3 years ago, the last time they played at Camp Randall. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. The back is Fagan. 2nd and 10, Illinois, their own 38. Here is Altmaier, pulls it down. Design play, and he got back to the line of scrimmage. No gain. It'll be 3rd and 10 for the Illini. Illini offense under Barry Lunny, going up to nearly 33 points a game, just behind the school record set in 2010 by Ron Zook's crew. Altmaier so far 3 out of 5, 34 yards, and here comes the Badger crowd. 3rd and 10, Illinois, their own 38. And now that's going to be the last play of the first quarter. Well, a good start for the Badgers.
This is the end of the first quarter.
And Luke Fickell's team, which has been down and out a good chunk of this year, although they've battled in some games, they lead it 7-0 after a very quick first quarter. On the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Looking for a job that checks all the boxes? How about competitive salaries, flexible hours, and outstanding benefits? You can find it all and more with a career in Illinois state government. Whether you're in tech, healthcare, education, or skilled trades, there's a place for you. Real jobs, real impact, and real work-life balance. Find really great careers working for the state of Illinois. Visit work.illinois.gov and apply today.
He's got the speed. He's got room. He's going to score.
No one gets you closer to the game than Sirius XM College Sports Radio.
For the win. Got it. Let's go.
Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through regular season and into the postseason. We've got your team covered anywhere you go.
Deep to center field. Oh, it's gone.
Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025. The Illini play here.
And the Illini celebrate.
This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
Spotting the perfect fit is kind of your thing. So when it comes to finding a used car, start your search at FordBlueAdvantage.com and find the perfect certified pre-owned vehicle at your local Ford dealer. One that comes with serious perks, like a thorough inspection, a Ford-backed warranty, even a Carfax report. Because you know what they say, the best finds are the ones that feel made for you. Ford Blue Advantage. Used car buying that's built for you. Available at participating dealers only. See your dealer for details and limitations.
Tess, what's up?
Oh, you know, the CFO needs me to book a week of travel. I'm days behind on invoices. The plants in the lobby are dying, and now I have to order lunch for 80 with gluten-free options.
Just use ezCater.
ezCater?
One platform built for workplaces. Tons of great restaurants, any group size, with tools to meet dietary needs and stay on budget. Plus, rewards.
Rewards?
You earn rewards points when you order. Good for discounts or even gift cards for you.
Now that's what's up.
ezCater, the easy, rewarding way to order food for work. Order now at ezcater.com.
LAS.
One quarter in the books, and so far it's Wisconsin leading Illinois 7-0 here after the first quarter.
Yeah, it's been a rough one, both offensively and defensively. Wisconsin was able to drive straight down the field. As you said, a 16-play drive, held the ball for over 9 minutes. And offensively, we just haven't been able to get anything going. A couple of bad throws by Luke. The defensive line for Wisconsin is slanting, and it seems like anytime there's movement on the defensive line, we struggle up front. So offensive line got to keep Luke clean, and Luke got to make the throws to get when guys are open.
All right, we switch sides of the field. 7-0 Wisconsin. Illinois 3rd and 10 at their own 38. Back to passage, Luke Altmaier. Pocket holds this time, throws it into traffic, and it's caught down across the 50-yard line of that big red W in traffic by Hudson Clement on a bullet throw by Altmaier through about 3 Badgers that was around Clement. Big gain, hurry up move, 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left.
Timeout. Wisconsin, first charge.
And the Badgers take a timeout.
Immediate timeout.
And we'll take a break as well. Tonight's game brought to you by the College of Aces, improving lives and sustaining the future. Back after this, early in the second quarter, 7-0 Wisconsin, leading Illinois on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
For more than 90 years, Busey Wealth Management has helped families and businesses make smart financial decisions that stand the test of time. From personalized investment plans to tax strategies that work for you, our team is here to support your goals every step of the way. We take a big pictured approach, connecting you with the right financial experts to help protect what you've built and plan for what's next. Busey Bank, proud to be the official bank of the Fighting Illini. Member FDIC.
Hey, Illini fans, it's college football season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Hail Marys and walk-on heroes. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Illinois football games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Fighting Illini. Let's go Fighting Illini! SeatGeek.
Today's game is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Why pay more for gels when Barbasol delivers an instant thick lather for a close, comfortable shave? This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
Think Verizon, the best 5G network, is expensive? Think again. Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal. Now, what to do with your unwanted bills? Ever seen an origami version of the bean? Jokes aside, Verizon has the most ways to save on phones and plans where everyone in the family can choose their own plan and save. So bring in your bill to your local Chicago Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal. Rankings based on root metric true score report dated 1H 2025. Your results may vary. Must provide a postpaid consumer mobile bill dated within the past 45 days. Bill must be in the same name as the person redeeming the deal. Additional terms apply.
Why settle for ordinary when you could have extraordinary? Why trade off when you could trade up? Why chase your dreams when you could drive them? Find your dream car with L certified by Lexus. With an unlimited mileage warranty for up to 6 years and a complimentary maintenance plan. Click the banner to discover more. Experience amazing exclusively at your Lexus dealer.
Complimentary maintenance for first 4 scheduled visits. Warranty valid 2 years after expiration of remaining time mileage of 4-year, 50,000-mile new vehicle basic warranty.
Org.
Back at Camp Randall Stadium, first down Illinois, brought to you by Ameren. 1st and 10, Illinois down 7-0, now at the Badger 47. Fagan in the pistol look, they send a man in motion. Here is Altmyer, fakes to Fagan, has to step up, throws it left just in time. It's caught across the way, inside the 40-yard line, out of bounds, close to an Illinois first down at about the 37-yard line of Wisconsin, and that is Hank Beatty, of course, with the catch. Who else would catch something like that and sprint to the out of bounds and gets it all the way down to the Badger 37? That's another first down.
Well, that was a really good job by Luke avoiding the sack because
that was close,
yeah,
wasn't it?
It was very close. He was able to get the ball out just in time to Hank Beatty for the first down.
And the Illini with another first down, trailing 7-0. Wisconsin chewed up 9 minutes on their drive in the first quarter to take the lead. On a jet sweep, they lead at 7-0. Here is Fagan in the backfield. Altmyer nearly hit. Now he eludes the sack. Now he's running to the right, 35, 30, 25, and he's down inside the Wisconsin 25. Luke Altmyer, boy, he's living like a cat on a hot tin roof out there. He's getting close to being sacked, and he's got great awareness, and he just took off running to the right and gets another Ameren, Illinois first down to the 23, a gain of 14.
Yeah, great job. Again, Luke Altmyer finding a way to get out of trouble and picking up big yardage for a first down.
Badgers are getting good heat on him, though, in the kitchen. 7-0 Wisconsin, 13:27 to go first half. Here is Altmyer, gives it to Fagan, puts his head down and powers inside the 20-yard line. His knee went down at the 20. So the Illini will be there. Pickup of 3 or 4. We're in the Carl red zone on Fagan, who last week against Maryland, 81 yards and a touchdown. He's got over 400, nearly 500 yards of rushing, 6 touchdowns on the ground. Put it down at the 20, a gain of 3, 2nd and 7 Illinois, early in the second quarter. Trailing here at Badger Country at Camp Randall, 7-0. Beatty in the backfield, lined up to the left of Altmyer with Fagan. They send Fagan in motion. Snap back to Altmyer. Pump fake. Pressure comes. Eludes the sack. Unloads it. Caught by Beatty. 20 and down inside the 20, close to the 15-yard line. We'll see where he went out of bounds, where it says Barry Alvarez Field at about the 18-yard line, roughly. And again, a lot of motion out there when Beatty's on the field.
Well, and a lot of pressure. Again, this is the 3rd time in a row that Wisconsin has been able to get near or around Luke Altmyer. J.C. Davis just gets beat around the edge. The offensive line and tight ends have to do a better job of making sure that they keep Luke Altmyer safe in that pocket.
Illinois with a 3rd and 4. 2 out of 3 on 3rd down at the 17 of Wisconsin. Altmyer, pocket closes, unloads it, caught, down to one knee. Flag drops as well. Cole Rusk with a catch. The tight end. Now we get a second flag at about the 13 of Wisconsin. Penalty against Illinois.
Yep.
Maybe offensive pass interference, I think.
Pass interference. Offense,
Yep.
number 14 with a push-off. 15-yard penalty from the previous spot. 3rd down.
Well, that backs us up even further now. He just pushed off, I guess, huh?
Yeah, created some separation. There's a reason why he was wide open, and both referees saw that and threw the flag.
Altmyer kind of dropped down to 3/4 when he threw it. Wisconsin marched down the field to take the lead 7-0 on their opening drive, held the ball for nearly 9 minutes. Illini offense has picked up 82 yards so far. Altmyer 6 out of 8, but an offensive pass interference on Russ takes away a first down. 3rd and 19 at the Badger 32. Altmyer spreads the field. 3 receivers to the right. Number 9, Altmyer, pressure comes, throws, caught. And inside the 25, tumbling his way down inside the 20-yard line. Nice catch and run by Rusk again. That time he didn't have to push off, I guess. And he caught it, found some room to run, and the former Murray State player who transferred to Illinois, hurt last year, gets it all the way down to the 20, still shy of the first down. They needed 7 more yards, but they can at least get a field goal out of this. A gain of 13. They'll put it down at the 27, 37-yard attempt. Wind's a little bit of factor, 6-7 miles an hour. Crimmins will hold it for Alano from 37. It is in the air, and he missed it. And the Illini are turned away this time. And with that, we go to break. 7-0 Wisconsin. 10:49 to go first half. The missed field goal by Alano on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
IBEW Local 601, IUPAT District Council 58, and the East Central Illinois Building and Construction Trades Council serve our local communities with pride and dedication. Our well-trained and highly skilled members set the standard for quality craftsmanship across industrial, commercial, and residential industries. IBEW Local 601, IUPAT District Council 58, and the East Central Illinois Building and Construction Trades Council. Together, we are building the Illini.
Welcome to your field. The weather is perfect. The soil is perfect. The seedlings are perfect. Enjoy your relaxing day.
We all know that's not farming. That's fantasy. It takes grit and hard work to do what you do. Dynagrow Seed is bred and tested for your reality with a proven history of success in your area year after year. Dynagrow Seed. For real. Visit seedyoucantrust.com.
The home of the Block Eye. This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
You can trust Service by Lexus because our Lexus certified technicians know your Lexus best. So you can enjoy driving with even more confidence, knowing your Lexus is giving you the performance you deserve. Do what's best for you and your Lexus with Service by Lexus. Experienced only at your Lexus dealer.
48 new voicemails, 112 emails, 34 quote requests, 16 past due invoices, 5 job sites today, 2 crew members out sick. Being a home service business owner can be a lot more stressful than it seems. But Jobber is here to help. Organize, automate, and grow every part of your business with one platform that can do it all. Start your free trial today at jobber.com.
Taxes, fees, and $35 device connection charge. Credits ended. Balance due if you pay off earlier. Cancel. Contact us. Finance agreement. 256 gigabytes. $830 required. Visit T-Mobile.com.
Illinois with a missed field goal. Wisconsin has it 1st and 10 at their own 20, leading 7-0. Carter Smith, the quarterback, with a keeper. And he is pulled down, but about the 22-yard line. So, Michael Martin, what happened?
Yeah, operationally, it went smoothly. He just he aimed too far left and missed. His plant foot was pointing. It points. I'll let the play go.
All right, 2nd and 8, gain of 2. Carter Smith in trouble this time. Now he's out of trouble. 15-20 and dives head first in front of Matt Bailey up at the 26-yard line. Go ahead.
Anyway, for field goal kicking, your plant foot, which is his left foot in this case, you want to have it pointing where you want the ball to go. It's pointing a little bit too far left, and the ball went exactly where he was pointing.
You can't blame the wind on that one, right? All right, Wisconsin facing a 3rd and 4. 10:03 to go first half, leading Illinois 7-0. Carter Smith with Jackson Aker as a tight end out there. Sends a man in motion. Tailback out there. As he lines up, here is a back-to-pass quarterback. Now he's going to run to the right, and he's short of the first down. Kind of ran it back to the middle of the field. The Illini tackled him in open space. Dylan Rosiak got him shy of the 30-yard line. They'll put it down at the 29. It'll be 4th and 1. And Luke Fickle is going to punt.
Yeah, and again, be careful because this is a team, you can hear the boos from the crowd. They want him to go for it. You're 3-7. You're struggling offensively. You had a lot of success that first drive, but just stay locked in defensively if you are the Illini because anything is possible.
Sean West, 16 punts this year as Hank Beatty drops back deep, 52 yards average with a long of 62. So the Illini defense able to catch the quarterback a yard shy of the first down. Kick away. Nice high kick by West. Beatty dropping back inside his own 20. Now he's going to run it to the right. Gets a block. 25 to the outside 30. Looking for another block at the 35. Still on his feet. 40 and out of bounds. And he got pounded into the ground. Out of bounds. And Hank Beatty kept waiting patiently for his blocks to come in front of him. And he's zigzags his way all the way across the 40-yard line. And Illinois will have really good field position. Michael Martin.
Wisconsin runs a rare two-punter system where they have one punter for the long balls, like Sean West right there, and then they have another punter for short field situations, pooch situations.
Thank you, Michael.
And he just he crushed that ball.
Yes,
but unfortunately, when you outkick your coverage and you give it to Hank Beatty, who's a dynamic returner, it gives him an opportunity to have a long return like that.
Yeah, it really was. And, boy, he just continues to sparkle when they kick it to him. 28 yards on the return. And the Illini will start where they're going to put it down at their own 45-yard line. 1st and 10 with 8:46 to go in the second quarter.
He has a really good return by Hank. It looked like he was about to pop it out of there, but just got tripped up just a little bit, which slowed him down, and Wisconsin was able to make the tackle. But
all right, we're at the 45-yard line. Again, Carter Smith, couple of keepers, had a gain for 3 to the 29 of Wisconsin after Illinois missed a field goal. And so the Illini get good field position on the Hank Beatty return. The last we mentioned all the meetings, Wisconsin's won 8 of the last 10. The Badgers lead here in Madison 25-17, and there have been 4 ties. Last meeting in Champaign in 2023, Wisconsin won 25-21. Luke Allmeyer rushed for 100 and threw for 100 in that game, but the Illini lost. Illinois won here in 2022, 34-10, the first win here since 2002. So the Illini trail it here 7-0. The Badgers went 15 plays on their first possession of the game, marched it all the way down the field. Oh, we got Illini Nation listening in tonight at Camp Randall Stadium. They went to the Illinois State game earlier. Buckley, Illinois with us, Pittsfield with us tonight, Birmingham, Alabama, Broadlands, Illinois. Bill and Stephanie Ferguson in Kansas City. Go Unity Rockets, my old high school. Won their playoff game today. Listening on the app from the ocean, on a cruise with a family, even on a Disney boat. You get an ILL in the hallway. Beat the Badgers. Munster, Indiana with us. Streaming WDWS from Fort Wayne. Beat the Badgers, they say. And our station here in Wisconsin carries the Badgers, but listening up in Hayward, Wisconsin, Oski Wow Wow. There's our man, Tom Stocker. Appreciate him. And I want to say hi to my wife and my father-in-law listening tonight down in Heron, Illinois with us. Appreciate them being with us. San Francisco with us as well, Monticello. But the Illini total yardage 95, Badgers with 89. First downs are even at 6.
And Brian, I'd be interested to see if the Illini start to use the running backs on this drive. You only got 3 carries from between Valentine and Caden Fagan. So I'd be intrigued to see if they decide to get the running game going on this drive.
Well, after the nice return by Hank Beatty out of the break, Khalil Valentine is in the game. Beatty comes in motion. 1st and 10, their own 45. Here is the handoff, Khalil Valentine. He's wrapped up and dropped after a yard of a gain of a yard. Daryl Peterson, who had 6 tackles at Indiana, among those in there early for this Wisconsin defense. Peterson, by the way, 8.5 tackles for loss, 3.5 sacks for the Badgers out of Akron, Ohio. They had a senior day presentation before the game. There are a lot of seniors on this team. 8:19 to go in the half. 7-0 Wisconsin. Illinois 2nd and 10. They say no gain at the 45. Back to pass, Altmaier. Time to throw. Throwing deep right. Got a man. Caught down around the Badger 30-yard line. Colin Dixon with a catch. And an Amherst, Illinois first down on a throw to the right by Altmaier. Man, does he throw a tight ball.
It was a great throw. Great protection up front. And great route, great throw. Good job getting 1 foot down.
Colin Dixon with a catch on this near sideline in front of the Wisconsin bench. Altmaier in the gun. Gain of 24 yards. 1st and 10, Illinois, the Wisconsin 30. Back to pass, Altmaier, blitz coming. And the pass is deflected at mid the stripe there at the 40-yard line and nearly picked off by a big defensive lineman as that ball got knocked down at the line of scrimmage. Oh, boy, that was close.
Yeah,
Brandon Lane almost caught it.
Yeah, he's trying to get the ball out to Khalil Valentine. That's the right read because Khalil is a free release runner. They blitzed more linebackers, more people than they could block. And Khalil Valentine is the one that is going to be wide open because no one's covering him out in the flat. Luke Altmaier just was unable to get the ball up over the hands of the defender, Daryl Peterson, and almost picked off, like you said.
2nd and 10, Illinois, the Badger 30, trailing 7-0. 7:40 to go, first half. Beatty in motion. Here's a pitch to Valentine. Gets a block. Runs it left, 25, still on his feet. Down close to the first down at about the Badger 20. They'll spot him at the 21. He got 9 yards. On that run, he got a good block by Beatty in there, too.
Yeah, good job of getting out on the edge. It's been kind of muddled up on the inside, on the interior, trying to run the football. Wisconsin's run a lot of twists, a lot of games, which makes it difficult for the offensive line to block. So just toss it outside and let Khalil Valentine use his speed, let the athleticism of Melvin Priestley get around the edge and be able to pick somebody up for you.
That Wisconsin secondary, by the way, is shaky at best, as hell as they described it to me. 3rd and 1. Illinois at the Badger 21. The Illini down 7-0. Here in the second quarter, the give up the middle to Jordan Anderson, the fullback. He's got an Illinois first down to the 20 with 6:50 to go in the first half. The offense is starting to hit its stride here a little bit.
Yeah, they're figuring some things out again. Sometimes it takes a little bit of time, and you're having some success now. You want to punch this ball in and score. You don't want to have to rely on the field goal again.
They are getting some heat on Altmaier. The Badgers come in 3rd in the Big Ten in sacks. Trying to get bigger up the middle. Defensively, it's in the secondary they've struggled. 3 receivers right. Valentine to the left of Altmaier. 1st and 10, Illinois at the Wisconsin 20, trailing 7-0. Altmaier in the gun. Going to fake it. Now he's going to throw it left. Cole Rusk with a catch. The tight end, 15, and banged out of bounds around the Wisconsin 12-yard line. Got about 8 yards on that one. Cole Rusk coming up big early in this game. Another catch for the Illini tight end, Austin Brown, the safety. Knocked him out of bounds.
Timeout for defensive helmet.
And Cole Rusk has been playing some really good football. He starts on the right side. He slides behind the offensive line to the left side. Hank Beatty doing a really good job of blocking that corner, pinning him inside so Luke can drop the ball off to Cole Rusk. He can get outside and pick up 8 or 9 yards.
Illini were in the Cardinal red zone last time, but they missed a field goal from 37. 5:55 to go first half. 2 receivers right. Altmaier in a pistol look. Valentine moves to his left. And 2nd and 2, keeper by Altmaier running left. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois. Touchdown, 12 yards. Luke Altmaier just took off, and by the time they found him, he was in the red and white end zone. Touchdown, Illinois. And you can tell there's a pretty good contingent of Illini fans here.
Yeah, it is.
Because you could hear him roar when he crossed the goal line, and now it's 7-6 Wisconsin. He is just a smart football player. Alano on for the extra point. 7 plays, 55 yards. 12-yard touchdown run by Altmaier. Extra point is good by David Alano, who only missed his 3rd field goal of the year, his 2nd true miss. He had 1 blocked last time down. This time the Illini get the good punt return. Special teams. Beatty sets them up at the 45. They punch it in with Altmaier from 12 yards. Touchdown Illinois, 7-7. Badgers and the Illini, 5:45 to go first half on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Listen up, Illini fans. Cashback is here with the new Illini Visa Signature Cashback Card brought to you by the U of I Community Credit Union. Earn cashback every time you make a purchase. 5% cashback on gas and travel, 2% back on groceries and restaurants, and 1.5% back on everything else. But that's not all. U of I Community Credit Union will match your cashback earnings up to $150 for the first year. Learn more and apply today at IlliniCard.org.
Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon, Toyota-thon is on. Oh, what fun it is to drive a new Toyota today.
Hey, Jan from Toyota here, reminding you Toyota-thon is on. Make your holiday wishes come true with the new Camry, RAV4, Tacoma, and more. All right, let's sing it together this time.
Toyota-thon, Toyota.
Dealer inventory may vary. Current offers on these vehicles end December 1st. Offers are subject to change throughout Toyota-thon, which ends on January 5th. See your participating Toyota dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome to your field. The weather is perfect. The soil is perfect. The seedlings are perfect. Enjoy your relaxing day.
We all know that's not farming. That's fantasy. It takes grit and hard work to do what you do. Dynagrow Seed is bred and tested for your reality with a proven history of success in your area year after year. Dynagrow Seed. For real. Visit seedyoucantrust.com.
Having insurance isn't the same as having State Farm. It's like needing a best man speech, but getting one from some random +1.
I am honored to be standing here today, also confused and a little hungry. Does anyone want to switch entrees? Pretty sure I checked beef.
You wouldn't settle for just any speech, so don't settle for just any insurance. Get the real deal with State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Well, the kickoff sails to the back of the end zone here at Camp Randall Stadium, which opened as a stadium, first functioning as one in 1917. The Illini with the Hank Beatty punt return, longest punt return of the year outside of the season opener against Western Illinois. Hank Beatty with at least 2 catches in all 11 games this year. Just the third game this year. The Illini didn't score in the first quarter, but they do score in the second to tie it. And Altmaier gets his 4th rushing touchdown this year. 1st and 10, Wisconsin from their own 25. Here's the handoff, tailback breaking through 30, 35. Then Jackson Aker carrying it tonight all the way up to the 35-yard line. Good for a gain of 10. After the touchback, he gets 10 on the first carry. Jackson Aker, 5th-year man from right here in Madison, Wisconsin. Their starting tailback, Gideon Ituka, ruled out just before game time for this Badger offense. And when you saw their availability chart, it took like 2 pages because they had a lot of guys that were not available, including the starting running back.
Yeah, they're kind of banged up.
7-7 tie, 5:10 to go first half. Dupree is the back to pass Carter Smith. He's in trouble. The Illini chasing, and they've got him. Back inside the 35 at the 33-yard line of Wisconsin. As they chased him around back there a little bit, Carter Smith, and they finally caught up to him. Miles Scott, I believe.
Yeah, it looked like it. He was able to get him down on the ground. Carter Smith is a very slippery quarterback.
Yes,
he gets out of trouble. He's going to try to keep the play alive. So you got to make sure you get him on the ground.
Loss of a couple back to their own 33-yard line, right to left in the red and white. 2nd and 12, tied at 7. Snap back, Carter Smith, play action, throw to the right, caught, and hit hard at the 35, eludes a tackler though across the 40. That's Kekahuna, young man from Honolulu, across the 40-yard line and up to the 42-yard line. Nice gain. 3rd and 3, they need their own 45. For the Badgers, who went, they go 15 plays, 80 yards, shoot up 9 minutes in their drive in the first quarter. 16 plays. The Illini get the Dixon catch of 24 yards to help set up the Altmaier run to tie the game. 3:49 to go here in the first half. They send a receiver in motion. Here is the quarterback. Carter Smith is going to run it himself. Runs it ahead. I don't think he got the first down. He got it up to about the 43, needs the 45, maybe the 44-yard line. It'll be 4th and 1. Last time Luke Fickell punted. I don't think he's doing that this time, or at least I don't think so. Well, yes, he is.
This crowd does not like it at all.
They say, hey, Coach, we're 3 and 7. Let's go for it.
Let's go.
They are 14 of 21 on 4th down, and it doesn't mean they won't fake it. Sean West threw a pass in their win over Washington for a first down. Beatty back deep. West will punt. In fact, he was their leading passer that day. And he gets it away, and a nice high kick. Beatty runs up on it and then lets it go over his head. It rolls inside the 5 to the goal line to the end zone. And a touchback with 2:49 to go in the half, and Illinois tied at 7-7. So that one kind of bounced about the 10, took a left turn, winds up being a 56-yard punt. Michael Martin.
Yeah, I'm just going to point out there are a few different ways they could have played that. They tried to draw Illinois offside to get that first down. I wasn't going to be surprised by a fake, but they ended up kicking it, touchback, a 1st and 10, 20 for the Illini. 49 left in the first half.
All right, 2:49 to go in the first half. If you'd like to sync this up in the comfort of your own home, go to syncmygame.com. Syncmygame.com. And tonight's game brought to you by Coke Zero Sugar as you cheer on the Fighting Illini. Remember, the refreshing taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Fan work is thirsty work. Aiden Lawfrey's in the game. He gets the handoff, running left across the 20 and shoved back at about the 22-yard line. He got 2 yards. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got the 2-minute timeout coming up. The Illini were staggered with a long drive by Wisconsin in that first quarter, the first time they had the ball. Illini missed a field goal, but then they marched back down and got the Altmaier rushing touchdown to tie the game. It's like Big Ten West football here.
Yeah, it looks like it.
7-7 late in the first half.
This first half has flown by.
It has flown by for sure. The Illini go to work. Lawfrey back in there. Haven't seen him in a couple of weeks. 2nd and 8 from their own 22. Pass thrown by Altmaier as he fires it to left. Caught at the 30-yard line. Right near the first down marker across the way. And I think it's Hank Beatty who is laying down on his back at the 30. We had to wait for him to sit up to see who caught it. He was shoved to the ground kind of awkwardly.
This is the 2-minute timeout.
And this is a 2-minute timeout. They will also attend to Hank Beatty, and we can ill afford to lose him. 54 catches coming in. The senior out of Rochester down on his back at about the 30-yard line. This Wisconsin team lost at Indiana last week. Only had 8 first downs in that game. They've got 7 in this game already. In the first half, they only trailed at Indiana 10-7 at the half. They did sack the quarterback for Indiana, Mendoza, 4 times in that game, 5 times actually.
And Brian, you could see in that game and in the Washington game, they have a team that is going to play hard. They're going to work hard. The quarterback position has been a position that has been one of struggles for them the entire season. If you're having trouble at the quarterback position, you're probably going to have trouble with your team offensively. And to be able to be in that game against Indiana, obviously they came out and played really hard in that first half. Indiana's a dynamic team, and they were able to take over in the second half. But this is not a Wisconsin team that's just going to lay down and quit just because you showed up. So the Illini need to take this ball down, score, put points on the board, kick the ball off and get a stop in the second half and get ready to try to score again.
Hank Beatty, by the way, able to walk on his own. He's kind of walking around down there. So that's good to see after he made the catch. It's good for a first down. They put it down at their own 31-yard line for the Illini. Left to right here as we're in the 2-minute timeout. This Wisconsin team beat Miami of Ohio to start the year 17-0. Beat Middle Tennessee 42-10. And then a series of losses at Alabama, 38-14. The Badgers only averaged 2 yards a carry rushing. They're only averaging about 110 for the year, which is really weird to say for a Wisconsin team. Lost to Maryland 27-10. The Maryland defense got 6 sacks. They lost at Michigan 24-10, but only trailed 10-7 and a half. 2 games that were just lopsided. They lost to Iowa here 37-0. Never in the game. Lost to Ohio State 34-0. They did battle Oregon. Ducks only led 7-0 at half in Eugene, but they lost there 21-7, and then the win over Washington before the loss at Indiana. Ohio State beat Rutgers tonight earlier today, 42-9. Oregon over USC, 42-27. Michigan wins at Maryland, 45-20. Northwestern, 38. Minnesota, 35 at Wrigley. Iowa came back in the fourth quarter to win against Michigan State, 20-17. And at halftime, Penn State leads Nebraska in Happy Valley, 23-3. Here it's 7-7, Illinois and Wisconsin. Total yardage, 161 for the Illini. The offense has finally started to pick up a little bit. Wisconsin with 108. The Illini have rushed it for 45 yards. Hank Beatty, 3 catches for 22. He caught everyone there for a first down. He's in the tent at the moment, though. 2 minutes to go, first half.
And Brian, let's see what the Illini do. You got 3 timeouts. You need to go 70 yards for a touchdown. Let's see how they try to play this last 2 minutes out.
Offering in the backfield. Clement and Dixon come to the near side, 1st and 10 from their own 31. Here is Altmaier. He's going to hand it off to Aiden Laughery, 35-yard line before they catch up to him, kind of zigzagging his way across the field to the 36. Nice gain there. Mason Posa with the tackle, and one of the good players that Kerry Davis mentioned. Illinois 2nd and 5, the gain of 5. Altmaier inside of 2 minutes for the half, sets to throw. Had the pass knocked down, incomplete. Second time that's happened. It looked like he wanted to go to Laughery out of the backfield to the right side. And another knockdown.
Yeah, they're getting hands on balls. They're getting penetration, and it's get to a point where you know you can't get to the quarterback. You just stick your hands up. And that's what they did there. Got another big paw on the pass and was able to knock it down.
Illinois 3 of 5 on 3rd down. 3rd and 5 at their own 36. Minute 34 to go in the half. Tied at 7 with Wisconsin. Back to pass. Here is Altmaier. He's going to throw. He's got a man. Caught. Hudson Clement with a tumbling catch at the Badger 45-yard line. We do have a flag down. And Altmaier can't believe it.
Holding. Offense number 74. 10-yard penalty. Still 3rd down.
J.C. Davis called for a holding. I don't know if that, what do you think?
Well, I couldn't see it. I was looking at the pressure that Luke Altmaier was under. And he did a great job of standing in there and throwing the ball and making a completion downfield. But this has been kind of all day long. The pressure has been getting there, and J.C. Davis just gets beat around the edge and yanks down the Wisconsin D-tackle, defensive end, before he's able to make the sack.
Illinois with its first penalty of the game, and it's a big one. Puts them back at their own 26. 3rd and 15, Illinois. Minute 20 to go in the half. Tied here in Madison at 7. Just made a big completion, wiped off the board. And Altmaier looking to the sideline, looking for help. Play clock is winding down inside of 10. Altmaier in the gun, and now what? Timeout? I think Brett Bielema said, let's get this straightened out. There was a lot of confusion there.
Yeah,
they've got some coaches there in different colored jerseys, sweaters. They were all sending all kinds of signals. I don't know how they figure out what's going on, but they do. But at that point, the play clock was winding down.
Well, one of the coaches is live, meaning they know whether it's the green shirt, the blue shirt, or the red shirt. One of those guys is live. He's actually giving the real play while the other two are dummy signaling. And it's just to throw off the opposition so they don't know who's actually making the call. But one thing, the reason that they needed to call the timeout is it got really loud. And so you can't hear or you can't communicate with your offensive line and your receivers what the actual play is. So you have to call a timeout. That's one of the things when we were walking in the stadium, Brian, I said it's enclosed. It can get really loud in here because there's no space for the sound to go. It's going to just be bouncing off of each other. So when it's really loud, it's hard to communicate.
Well, I can tell you an hour before the game started, there was nobody in here, and it is filled in. It is loud. The student section, give them credit. They came late, but they got here. Back to pass, Altmaier, look out, he's in trouble, down he goes. He was looking to throw it left, and he didn't have any time, and he gets a sack. Back around the 15-yard line.
Wisconsin.
Mason Rieger, the outside linebacker with the sack for Wisconsin.
Yeah, and that's who J.C. Davis held on that play. That was unfortunate for him, but Mason Rager able to get around the edge. Tanner Arkin setting, trying to pass protect him. I always have an issue when you put a tight end trying to block a premium pass rusher, and Caden Fagan stepped inside. He didn't help on the outside, which makes life difficult for Tanner Arkin as well. And he's just able to run right around him to get to the quarterback and make the sack.
Remember, Wisconsin won the toss. They deferred to the second half. They got a shot to double dip here. Tie game with Illinois. 4th and 25. Crimmins will have to punt it. Single safety back at about his own 40. Here is Crimmins, steps into it. High kick, short kick. It's going to bounce, take a slightly sideways bounce, and it's down by Illinois, but in Illinois territory at about the Illini 48-yard line. That was a straight up in the air. And the only advantage was for Illinois that the good thing is it didn't bounce backwards. So it did land and then kind of roll slightly, but it only got to the Illinois 47-yard line. So a very short punt. Altmaier sack of 9 yards. Mason Riger, former Louisville ball player. And the Badgers here with a tie game on our hands, 7-7. Badgers only 108 yards of offense, and most of that on that first drive of the game for them. They got a shot here to get some points. So the Badgers go to work, 1st and 10. And I think Hunter Simmons is in at quarterback. They made a change. And he is in there, and he quickly throws it left. Caught, 40-yard line out of bounds. Nice catch down there by Tretch Kekahuna. And he gets it down to the Illini 35-yard line on a quick hitter left. So Simmons completes his first pass. Carter Smith was 5 of 5. Carried the ball quite a bit, came up short on that first down attempt. He gets 12 yards to Simmons on that play. He's thrown for 485 yards this year. Again, they've gone through 4 quarterbacks. Simmons now, they line up a tailback behind him. Dupree back and forth to his left and right. Back to pass Simmons. Quick hitter to the right. Slant pattern. Caught. Held on in traffic at the 30-yard line. Eugene Hilton of Wisconsin. 35 seconds left in the half. 2nd and 5. They scramble to the line of scrimmage. 7-7 tie. Illinois and the Badgers. Badgers trying to double dip. Simmons being chased, and he has to unload it and throw it up near the band. Across the way, the marching band for the Badgers waiting to come on the field.
Yeah,
3rd and 5.
And they put Simmons in because they obviously are in their 2-minute hurry-up offense. They're going to be passing the ball. He's a redshirt, a senior. He's been around for a while. He knows where the ball needs to go better than Carter Smith would. And so that's their mindset. They're trying to put points on the board before they get out of this half so they can get the ball back and try to score again.
Well, the Illini defense, Ackus in there, the 2nd all-time at Illinois now in sacks behind Simeon Rice. Third and 5, Wisconsin at the Illinois 30. Waning seconds of the first half. Back to pass. Simmons. Oh, he threw it right to the official. Incomplete at the 20. Well, the official could have ran a while, too, if he'd have caught it.
That hit the official, and I said, ooh, because where it hit him at, it looked a little bit.
A little low?
Yeah, a little bad spot.
So the Badgers are forced to kick a field goal. 19 seconds left. Their field goal kicker is Nathaniel Vakos, who is 5 of 9 for the year with a long of 42. They'll put it down at the 37-yard line. So a 47-yard attempt between the hash marks with a very slight breeze. And a kick in the air, and the kick is good. 10-7 Wisconsin. So the Badgers do get points. Again, the short punt set them up. Then they get it down with a backup quarterback. Field goal is good from 47. His long this year had been 42. So the Badgers take the lead, 10-7 over Illinois with 14 seconds to go here in the first half. Steve Kelly coming up at halftime with scores and highlights. Halftime show brought to you by Yingling. A lot of scores in the Big Ten. Of course, we're playing at night, so a lot of games were earlier today. They line up with a couple of men deep. Badgers go 5 plays, 17 yards, hit the 47-yard field goal. Badgers with a 3-point lead. They'll have the ball to start the third quarter. Khalil Valentine is deep with Resetic. Line drive kick. They'll let it bounce into the end zone. Kind of a sidewinder. We'll talk to Brett Bielema briefly with Michael Martin when we get ready to go to halftime. And the Illini have not had a lot of success. Last time they won here in Madison, last time they won 2 in a row in this building, 0-1-0-2. Against Wisconsin, they've won 2 in a row against Wisconsin, was 0-1-0-2. Last time they won 2 in a row in Madison, they won 3 in a row, 88, 90, and 92. See what Barry Lunney and company will do here from their own 25, trailing now 10-7. Altmaier in this game, 10 of 14, 116 yards, a rushing touchdown as well. 3 receivers right. Again, only 14 seconds left. Can't do a lot. Altmaier hands it off, delayed handoff. Carrying it is Khalil Valentine, and he got back to the line of scrimmage. That will be the last play of the half. Brett Bielema and the Illini in a fight. As a big crowd, as it turns out. They were late arriving, but they got in here, and they're making some noise. A lot of Illini fans here, too. But welcome back to the Big Ten West as far as the score goes. 10-7 Wisconsin at halftime. We'll have Michael Martin with Brett Bielema here coming up, and then join Steve Kelly for our halftime show. Here's Michael. Or he's coming down. Okay, he's getting TV right now. Okay, I see it. I saw the light flash, so I thought that meant Michael. So, okay. They'll let him do the TV interview. The Illini total yardage, 157 yards in the first half, 116 passing for Luke Altmaier. Wisconsin has scored in both the first and second quarters for the first time this year. Think about that. All right, let's go to Michael.
Coach, to end the half, defense faced a short field and forced a field goal. What defensive adjustments do you need in the second half?
Well, obviously they popped a new cue, so got to do a good job of making our guys feel confident on first, second down, get off the field on third down. We gave up that 1 3rd and long, and then offensively, we just got to secure our edges. We're getting too much pressure on Luke around the edge, get up there, step him up in the pocket.
What else do you need out of the offense to find the end zone?
Well, we got to find an end zone. We got to convert. Obviously, we missed the field goal opportunity, so anytime we get down there, we got to come away with points.
Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you, Michael. Just as the coach literally heads up the tunnel, there's a mural of Brett Bielema down there in that direction from his days at Wisconsin when they went to 3 straight Rose Bowls. The coach and the team will try to regroup. The Illini missed a field goal. Would have been tied at 10, as it turns out. It's Wisconsin 10, Illinois 7 as we go to halftime. Steve Kelly standing by with that here at Camp Randall Stadium. 10-7 Wisconsin at the half on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
No car accident is ever the same. Distracted driver, drunk driver, sunny day, rainy day, on your way to work, headed home from work, the grocery store, a random drive, your first accident, or oh no, not again. Every journey after a serious accident is different, but the story's the same, especially when it's yours. You need help. You need Konowski Bresny. If you've been seriously injured, call Konowski Bresny for your free consultation.
Want to help pull the plug on cyber terrorists or work with satellites and other space technology? How about learning the avionics inside stealth fighters? You can do it, serving part-time in the Air National Guard. In the Air Guard, you'll earn extra cash and money for college while gaining high-tech skills in one of nearly 200 career specialties. Call the Illinois Air National Guard at 1-800-TOGOANG or visit goang.com/IL.
Today's game is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Feeling great starts with a great shave. This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
There's nothing like the sights and sounds of the holidays. The crackle of a fire, the tearing of wrapping paper, and of new gifts. The smell of cookies, ornaments on the tree, and of new toys, along with the sound of Christmas carols through the Lexus Premium Sound System. Get into the holiday spirit during the Lexus December to Remember sales event. Get offers on select models now through January 5th. Click the banner to discover more. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer.
At Blinds.com, it's not just about window treatments. It's about you, your style, your space, your way. Whether you DIY or want the pros to handle it all, you'll have the confidence of knowing it's done right. From free expert design help to our 100% satisfaction guarantee, everything we do is made to fit your life and your windows. Because at Blinds.com, the only thing we treat better than windows is you. Black Friday deals are going on all month long. Save up to 45% off site-wide plus an additional 10% off every order right now at Blinds.com. Rules and restrictions apply.
Here we go! This is the Yingling Halftime Show, brought to you by Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. On the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield. Fighting Illini football is also brought to you by your local Ford dealers. And by Carl, the official healthcare provider of the Fighting Illini. Welcome to the Yingling Halftime Show.
It is halftime at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison, Wisconsin, where the Wisconsin Badgers, playing their last home game of the season, lead the Fighting Illini 10-7 at halftime. Wisconsin ate up much of the first quarter clock, 9.5 minutes to be exact, on their first drive to take a 7-0 lead. That was the score after the first quarter. Illinois tied it in the second quarter. Luke Altmaier with a touchdown scamper to make it 7-7 going into the final minute of the first half. But Wisconsin kicked a field goal there with 14 seconds left to take the 10-0, or rather the 10-7 lead at halftime over the Fighting Illini. Pretty quick first half. As we hit 8 o'clock, let's pause for station identification. You're listening to Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
Hi, it's Scott Beatty with a Carl Sports Medicine Medical Minute. Today we're discussing cartilage restoration with Dr. James Liu, orthopedic surgeon at Carl Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Dr. Liu, who do you typically see for cartilage restoration?
So cartilage injury is one of the most common causes of knee pain. Even a relatively small cartilage injury in the knee can be debilitating for active individuals. In the past, when patients have cartilage injuries in their knee, they did not have many options. Now, with the new modern surgical techniques that we have, we can restore small and even large cartilage defects or injury in the knee with excellent results.
Dr. Liu, can you tell us a little bit about how cartilage restoration works?
Previous procedures had poor long-term results for cartilage defects, and now I perform what is called the Macy procedure, which is a surgery done to deliver the patient's own cartilage cells back into their own knee. I can also perform a cartilage transplant, which is using cartilage and bone from a donor and transplanting it into the patient's knee to correct the initial injury. These surgeries have excellent long-term outcomes.
How long is recuperation?
The rehab process is usually a total of 3 months with several weeks in a knee brace and crutches. But with the appropriate rehab, these patients can expect to have excellent long-term outcomes with the goal of returning to high-level athletic activities.
There's more at carl.org. Carl, the official healthcare provider of Fighting Illini Athletics.
And our halftime show is presented by Flight by Yingling, the next generation of light beer. Wisconsin leads the Fighting Illini by a score of 10-7 at the half. We've got highlights and scores coming up. Stay with us on the Yingling halftime show from Learfield.
Hey, Illini fans, it's college football season, and SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of Hail Marys and walk-on heroes. SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the action this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets to Illinois football games or to any other live event in your area, SeatGeek is the place to do it. SeatGeek is the official ticket marketplace of the Fighting Illini. Let's go Fighting Illini! SeatGeek.
Hey, Fighting Illini fans, ready to one-up your rivals off the field? Abbott and the Big Ten are back with the We Give Blood Drive. By showing up to donate blood, you can help your school win $1 million for student or community health. Score a limited edition home field design Illinois t-shirt, and most importantly, save lives. Go to bigten.org/Abbott to find a donation location and put Illinois in the lead. That's bigten.org/Abbott.
Illini football lives here.
The Illini win it!
This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
Spotting the perfect fit is kind of your thing. So when it comes to finding a used car, start your search at FordBlueAdvantage.com. and find the perfect certified pre-owned vehicle at your local Ford dealer. One that comes with serious perks, like a thorough inspection, a Ford-backed warranty, even a Carfax report. Because you know what they say, the best finds are the ones that feel made for you. Ford Blue Advantage, used car buying that's built for you. Available at participating dealers only. See your dealer for details and limitations. Think Verizon, the best 5G network, is expensive? Think again. Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal. Now, what to do with your unwanted bills? Ever seen an origami version of the bean? Jokes aside, Verizon has the most ways to save on phones and plans where everyone in the family can choose their own plan and save. So bring in your bill to your local Chicago Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal. Rankings based on Root Metric True Score report dated 1H2025. Your results may vary. Must provide a postpaid consumer mobile bill dated within the past 45 days. Bill must be in the same name as the person who made the deal. Additional terms apply.
Steve Kelly back with you on the Yuengling halftime show, where Wisconsin leads the Fighting Illini by a score of 10-7 at the break in Madison, Camp Randall Stadium. The Badgers got on the board first, and they chewed up a lot of that first quarter clock, 9 minutes and a half to be exact, to take the lead on their first possession.
Here is the handoff. Nope, fake. Now it's a running right. We get down to the end zone. And it's a touchdown, Wisconsin. Boy, they just mixed everything around. Vinny Anthony is the one who wound up with it. And a touchdown, Wisconsin. My goodness.
That came pretty quickly. Actually, in the end, at least, they took a lot of time to get it done, but eating up much of that first quarter clock. 7-0 lead for Wisconsin. Second quarter action now. The Illini came back behind Luke Altmaier to tie it up.
Altmaier in a pistol look. Valentine moves to his left. And 2nd and 2, keeper by Altmaier running left. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois. Touchdown, 12 yards. Luke Altmaier just took off, and by the time they found him, he was in the red and white end zone. Touchdown, Illinois.
And Altmaier, the leading rusher for the Illini in the first half, with 18 yards on 6 carries. That was a 12-yard scamper for the TD to tie it up. Wisconsin added a field goal with 14 seconds to go before halftime to take the lead to the locker room. Wisconsin will get the football back when we start the second half. When we come back, we'll take a look at some stats and scores and more here before the second half kickoff. 10-7, Wisconsin over Illinois at halftime. This is the Yuengling halftime show from Learfield.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's sales event time, Sam.
Temperatures are dropping, but the deals are just getting hot.
Time for our annual Ford Holiday Gift Guide.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to go wrong with great deals on trucks and SUVs from Ford, America's all-time best-selling auto brand.
Don't forget the first rule of holiday gift giving, Hank.
What's that, Sam?
Always remember to treat yourself, too.
Well said.
Based on Automotive News Almanac historical data and industry-reported sales data from 1909 through 2024 CY.
Illinois fans, it's time to elevate your game day with Oski Light Lager, an ILL IPA, crafted by Distill Brewery just for you, the loyal Illinois supporter. Crisp, refreshing, and brewed with the spirit of the Illini and the heart of our alma mater. It's the perfect way to hail to the orange and blue, whether you're at the game, tailgating, or cheering from home. Distill is a proud partner of Illinois Athletics. Please enjoy responsibly. Distill Brewery, Normal, Illinois.
Today's game is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Why pay more for gels when Barbasol delivers an instant thick lather for a close, comfortable shave? This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
Think Verizon, the best 5G network, is expensive? Think again. Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal. Now, what to do with your unwanted bills? Ever seen an origami version of the bean? Jokes aside, Verizon has the most ways to save on phones and plans where you can get a single line with everything you need. So bring in your bill to your local Chicago Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal. Rankings based on Root Metric True Score report dated 1H2025. Your results may vary. Must provide a postpaid consumer mobile bill dated within the past 45 days. Bill must be in the same name as the person who made the deal. Additional terms apply.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger, Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Member FDIC.
Ten to 7 at halftime at Camp Randall Stadium in Madison. The Badgers with the lead over the Fighting Illini. Illinois looking for win number 8 on the season. Wisconsin trying to get their 4th win overall and just 2nd in Big Ten play. That lone win came a couple of weeks ago over Washington. Total yards in the first half, 157 for Illinois, 125 for Wisconsin. Passing yards, 116 to 65 in favor of the Illini. Rushing yards, 41 for Illinois, 60 for the Badgers. Penalties, not much of a factor, 2 on Illinois and 1 on Wisconsin. First downs, Illinois had 10 in the first half. Wisconsin had 8. And the time of possession, we can find that down the way here. Illinois, 15 minutes and 2 seconds. Pretty even there, 14:58 for the Badgers. Luke Altmaier, 10 of 14 in the passing game, 116 yards. Thought they had an interception there in the first quarter, but it was called an interception and then later overturned. So he's 10 for 14 for 116, carried the ball 6 times for 18 yards. Khalil Valentine carried 5 times for 12 yards. Again, the rushing not going very well for Illinois in the first half, just 41 yards. Hank Beatty with 3 receptions for 22 yards for the Fighting Illini. Their quarterback, Carter Smith, started and went 5 for 5 for 48 yards in the passing game. And they're running the ball a little bit better with 60 yards at halftime on the ground for Wisconsin. As I mentioned, Wisconsin won the opening toss, so they deferred, and they scored late in the first half, so they'll try to double dip coming up here in the second half when they receive the ball to start the second half. Illinois will try to come back and pick up win number 8 of the season, trailing here 10-7 at halftime. Brian Barnhart, Kerry Davis, and Michael Martin will be back to describe the action and see if we can get a Fighting Illini victory here tonight on the road in Madison. I'll be back with you on the post-game show, and this has been the Yuengling Halftime Show from Learfield.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric, and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Looking for a job that checks all the boxes? How about competitive salaries, flexible hours, and outstanding benefits? You can find it all and more with a career in Illinois state government. Whether you're in tech, healthcare, education, or skilled trades, there's a place for you. Real jobs, real impact, and real work-life balance. Find really great careers working for the state of Illinois. Visit work.illinois.gov and apply today.
Hail to the orange. Hail to the blue. This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
That is an apple. That is new ice-cold Fireball Blazing Apple. Crispy. Juicy. Like bobbing for apples in a hot tub full of Fireball. The original taste of Fireball cinnamon whiskey, now laced with apples. New Fireball Blazing Apple.
Please drink responsibly. Whiskey with natural cinnamon flavor, 33% alcohol by volume, produced by Sazerac, Louisville, Kentucky.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. Also that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Yeah, please enjoy responsibly.
Brian Barnhart with Gary Davis, Michael Martin on the sideline, Ed Bond, Steve Kelly, Michael Kaiser, our spotter tonight here at Camp Randall Stadium, which didn't look like there was going to be a lot of people here closer to kickoff. They were students arrived late, but they packed in the section off to our left at the north end of Camp Randall Stadium. In this horseshoe-shaped stadium with big skyboxes across the way. As we look down in the press box, we've got the old field house across the way where they still play volleyball and some other sports. And they've done some renovations over the years. 80,000 plus is the capacity. Don't know if it's full like that, but it's a lot better than it was a little bit before kickoff. So give the Badger fans credit. They turned out on the first weekend of deer hunting season and everything else. And a team that's struggling, and the Badgers have the lead 10-7 over the Illini here at the end of the first half. And so how do we shake off the doldrums here?
Well, you just got to wake up. I talked about it earlier, just not being in the game to start the game off and moving a little bit slower than you like. But you got to wake up. You get to kick this ball off. Your defense gets the first crack at it, and you get a chance to go out there and make a stop and get your offense the ball back. And then hopefully the offense can go down and put some points on the board.
And a rare miss this year from David Alano. He had one kick blocked earlier this year. Had a streak, of course, 12 in a row, and then he missed one, and then he missed that one. So it would have been a 10-10 tie, and again, a short punt helped set up Wisconsin for the 3 points at the end of the half, and they won the toss. They'll defer, and they've got the ball here to start the third quarter.
Brian, I was thinking about this. I often hear Michael say college kickers, and you do basketball. I'm almost equating college kickers to college basketball players shooting free throws. You just never know. That was a rough game a couple of nights ago. Illini had a great chance to win that game in Chicago, and not hitting the free throws is part of it. So college kickers, college basketball players shooting free throws, one and the same.
There is something to that, I think. And they did win today. Earlier today, they beat Long Island. And that was in men's basketball. Here come the Illini to kick it off. David Alano right to left in the orange and white. End over end kick, and it will be returned. At the 10 to the 15 to the 20, running left 25-30. Pretty good return. Cade Giacomelli on the return for Wisconsin. Pretty good field position here to start. And the 33-yard line. So Illini special teams struggling a little bit tonight here in this so far in this game. This is senior night here in Madison. The Illini, of course, have senior night a week from tonight when they play Northwestern, who won a wild shootout with Minnesota today at Wrigley Field. This has not been a wild shootout. It's 10-7 Wisconsin. They will start the ball left to right at their own 33-yard line. First and 10 early in the third. Darian Dupree is in the backfield. And here's a handoff, and he runs it right, and he's yanked down at the 35-yard line. Short gain there as he ran it to the right.
And Brian, I feel like offensively, Wisconsin has run motion pretty much on every single play, trying to just snatch the eyes of the defense, detail, and give the quarterback an idea of whether it's man or zone. And they've had some success with it. Illinois is going to have to do a good job of making sure they get to the ball carrier and stay in discipline each down.
2nd and 8, Wisconsin, opening drive of the third quarter. Alec Bryant in on that last tackle. Now they shift to another back by the quarterback. Now they send a receiver in motion. A lot of moving pieces down there. Snap back to the quarterback. Gives it to his tailback. Not much there. To the 37-yard line. He gets 2 more. And the carry that time, Durajaye on the stop. Kenny Backus in there as well. And a gain of 2, Darian Dupree. Young man from Chicago, Mount Carmel, by the way. Wisconsin 3rd and 6. This is what we need to keep them more in, these 3rd and longer. Carter Smith did play a lot in that first half, came out late. Here comes a blitz, and this time they've got him. Oh, and they knocked the ball loose, too, on the turf down there inside the Badger 30. He absolutely got clocked. And then that ball, I thought, came out, and he's lucky if he's not hurt. Was that Ackus that got him? And James Thompson, the former Badger, has come up with the football. How about that? Now, are they saying he was down?
He wasn't down.
I didn't think
And
so.
He wasn't throwing it either.
Boy, Ackes
that
just
needs to be
absolutely
challenged because that was I don't know how many sacks Gabe Ackes has on his career, but that's the easiest one he will ever have. The right tackle didn't even bother blocking him. We need to. Oh, you got to call timeout.
Yeah, they're nothing
We need to
reviewed
challenge
yet. No challenge yet. Wisconsin's going to punt it. And West gets it away. Nice high booming kick. Here is Beatty with a fair catch. And he gets under it at his own 25. Boy. I don't get that.
I don't know if they said it wasn't recovered by us.
I don't know. I thought
they may have said that we snatched it up under the pile, and that's why they're saying it wasn't a it wasn't a thing to challenge.
Because that looked pretty simple to me. We'll take a break. Illinois gets it back regardless. 1st and 10 at their own 25, trailing 10-7 early in the third on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
2 million brain cells die every minute during a stroke. Carl Health wants to remind you of the 6 simple signs of a stroke. We call it Be Fast, and it stands for balance lost, eyes blurred, faces drooping, arms are weak, speech is slurred, and terrible headache. If you or someone you know are experiencing these symptoms, call 911 immediately. Be fast, and together we can save lives. Learn more at carl.org/stroke.
Looking for seed that performs? FS Envision seed corn and FS High Soy soybeans deliver top-tier performance, field-tested reliability, and trusted local FS expertise. Your local FS crop specialist is here from planting to harvest, helping you get the most out of every acre, every season. Seed that performs, support that delivers. Ask your local FS crop specialist about FS Envision and FS High Soy, or visit fsc.com to learn more.
Food, fuel, jobs, even our planet's future. It all starts right here with homegrown Illinois corn. From plant-based bioplastics and renewable fuel to fighting the effects of climate change, Illinois corn is at work in your backyard, and it's paving the way toward a more sustainable future. Learn more at watchusgrow.org/corn.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's sales event time, Sam.
Temperatures are dropping, but the deals are just getting hot.
Time for our annual Ford Holiday Gift Guide.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to go wrong with great deals on trucks and SUVs from Ford, America's all-time best-selling auto brand.
Don't forget the first rule of holiday gift giving, Hank.
What's that, Sam?
Always remember to treat yourself, too.
Well said.
Based on Automotive News Almanac historical data and industry-reported sales data from 1909 through 2024 CY.
Well, the Illini will have it at their own 25 after the punt of 48 yards by Sean West. So tell me again why we don't have the football at the Badger 20-yard line.
Well, Gabe Ackes did sack fumble. He knocked the ball out, but Carter Smith was the first one to be able to recover it. And then underneath the pile, Neal seemed to have grabbed it from him. But I was telling you, Brian, during the break, anything goes underneath that pile. So a lot of things get grabbed. Sometimes it's not always footballs, and it seems like we were able to pull that ball out. But the referee has a tough job of deciphering who had the ball first, and they said Carter Smith did.
All right, after the punt, though, the Illini have it 1st and 10, their own 25. 12:35 to go third quarter. 10-7 Wisconsin. Altmaier with Fagan to his left, 2 receivers to the left. Altmaier back to pass, being chased, in trouble, and he heaves it out of bounds. Clement's in the vicinity at about the 45-yard line across the way. Just interesting watching Brett Bielema during that timeout. He was standing right where it says Barry Alvarez Field. Of course, Barry Alvarez, the great coach here, the Hall of Famer who turned this Wisconsin program around 35 years ago. And Brett Bielema had a lot of success here, too, succeeding him. 2nd and 10 at their own 25. Fagan to the right of Altmaier, and Altmaier gives it to him, and there's nothing doing there. No gain at the 25, and now it's 3rd and 10. Illini offense, more yards than Wisconsin, but if Wisconsin's going to win this game, this is the kind of score they have to win. They're up 10-7 because they just don't score a lot of points.
Yep.
Altmaier tonight, 10 of 15, 116 yards. They give Fagan a generous yard. 3rd and 9. Back to pass. Pressure closing. Altmaier steps up. He's going to run. 30, 35, and he's got a first down. Altmaier to the 37-yard line. Splits the hash marks. He gets an Ameren, Illinois first down.
Yeah, great job by Luke. Nothing open downfield. He feels the rush collapsing in on him, and he just takes off upfield and picks up big yardage for a first down.
Illini defense tonight with 4 sacks. Altmaier's been sacked twice. The Illini with another first down. They're up to 11. Get it out of trouble here. They're 10-7 on the scoreboard. Wisconsin with a lead. 11:20 left in the 3rd quarter. Illini offense goes to work. Here is a fake handoff. Altmaier slings it over the middle. Again, it's knocked down. Incomplete. Not by the line this time, but somebody in the middle at about the 40.
Mason Posa.
Yep, they're supposed to again. Yeah, they've got some. Ricardo Holman is a really good corner. 2 picks this year. Catalano is a tackling machine. He had 19 in their win over Washington. And Mason Posa had 13 tackles in a loss at Oregon, 12 last week at Indiana. 2nd and 10. He's kind of everywhere. Fagan goes in motion to the far side. They spread the field. Illinois 2nd and 10, their own 37. Snap back. Altmaier turns upfield, trying to run. Eludes a sack and gets it to the 38. It'll be 3rd and long again.
Pressure is just killing the Illini offensive line. It feels like they're getting on the edge of the Illini offensive lineman, meaning they're not square with the defensive lineman. And when you're on the edge, you're able to keep rushing upfield and get pressure on the quarterback. Illinois' offensive line has to do a better job of staying in front of that defensive lineman with their body so that they have to run through them instead of running off of the edge.
3rd and 9, Illinois. 10:38 to go from their own 38 in the 3rd quarter. Down 10-7. Altmaier back to pass. Time to throw. Dumps it over the middle. Caden Fagan with a catch. Got it up to the 43-yard line. 44. He needs 4 or 5 more yards. Gain of 6. It'll be 4th and 3 officially, and the Illini will send out the punt unit. Now the Illini are going to give it back to the Badgers. They'll send a single safety deep back inside his own 20-yard line. Most likely Tyrell Henry. Crimmins, who had a short punt last time, at the end of the half that helped Wisconsin grab the lead back with a field goal. Snap back to the Aussie, and he booms it to the right. Fair catch called for inside the 20, back around the 16 by Tyrell Henry. And with that, we go to break. Wisconsin leading Illinois 10-7, 9:48 to go, 3rd quarter on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Looking for a seed buying experience that's more humanized? Ready to trade a company that's oversized for an independent brand that's right-sized? Searching for elite hybrids that have been optimized, tested in your geography, and localized? Did we run out of words that rhyme, so now we have to use metaphysicized? Maybe so. But if you answered yes to any of these questions, then it's probably time you get Wiffleized. Choose Wiffles hybrids this season, and let's get familiarized.
Today's game is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Feeling great starts with a great shave. This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
Think Verizon, the best 5G network, is expensive? Think again. Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal. Now, what to do with your unwanted bills? Ever seen an origami version of the bean? Jokes aside, Verizon has the most ways to save on phones and plans where you can get a single line with everything you need. So bring in your bill to your local Chicago Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal. Rankings based on Root Metric True Score report dated 1H 2025. Your results may vary. Must provide a postpaid consumer mobile bill dated within the past 45 days. Bill must be in the same name as the person with the deal. Additional terms apply.
Why settle for ordinary when you could have extraordinary? Why trade off when you could trade up? Why chase your dreams when you could drive them? Find your dream car with L Certified by Lexus. With an unlimited mileage warranty for up to 6 years and a complimentary maintenance plan. Click the banner to discover more. Experience amazing exclusively at your Lexus dealer.
Complimentary maintenance for first 4 scheduled visits. Warranty valid 2 years after expiration of remaining time mileage. A 4-year, 50,000-mile new vehicle basic warranty.
To learn more.
Well, a Badgers have it 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line. 40-yard punt by Keelan Crimmins. And the Illini defense goes to work. 10-7 Wisconsin with a lead here. 9:48 to go, third quarter. Carter Smith started the game, went 5 of 5, was replaced by Simmons. Hunter Simmons late in the half. He led him down the field to get the field goal that gave Wisconsin the lead right before half. Two receivers right. Dupree is the tailback. And here is a roll to the right by Carter Smith, being chased and has to unload it in a hurry, and it's incomplete to Aker. Mac Rusetich and some others there chasing the receiver at about the 20-yard line. Incomplete. 2nd and 10. Wisconsin Badgers with 119 yards of offense, 65 through the air, 54 on the ground. We got so used to Badger teams over the years just pounding away on the ground. So unusual to see them with only 110 rushing yards. 12 points a game for the year and less than that in Big Ten play. But they lead here 10-7. 2nd and 10, their own 16, left to right. Send a man in motion. Backs are offset. Give to the tailback. Plows his way through. 25-30, 35-40. Look out. Running all the way down is Dupree. He might score a touchdown. He will. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Well, I spoke too soon.
Yep.
84-yard gallop.
Brian, that was a great run. But if you watch that,
plays a touchdown. Sideline warning. Wisconsin. There's no yardage penalty assessed. That's the first of the game.
if you watch that play on film and watch the highlight of it, number 13, Hilton, did a great job of pretending like the ball was being thrown to him. And Torrey Cox thought he had to defend the pass, and he never saw the running back running the ball down the middle of the field. He was in pass defense, trying to make sure that the receiver didn't catch the ball, and the running back was able to run 80-plus yards for a touchdown.
That was one of the bigger plays of the year for Wisconsin. They goes on for the extra point. It's 16-7 Badgers, and the extra point is good. 84-yard sprint. Darion Dupree, 5'10", sophomore from Chicago Mount Carmel, just stung his hometown team. And Rusetich was the last guy that had a shot at him. We'll take a break. 9:31 to go, third quarter. 17-7 Wisconsin leading Illinois on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Food, fuel, jobs, even our planet's future. It all starts right here with homegrown Illinois corn. From plant-based bioplastics and renewable fuel to fighting the effects of climate change, Illinois corn is at work in your backyard. And it's paving the way toward a more sustainable future. Learn more at watchusgrow.org/corn.
Health is a precious thing. And when it comes to deciding who to trust with yours, you can count on Carl. On your life's journey, count on care beyond our walls with mobile medicine, virtual health, and community partnerships delivering personalized care. When you're not sure what's next, count on clinical excellence today because we're researching and investing in the care of tomorrow. And when you need someone by your side, count on highly specialized care close to home. Carl Health will be the neighbor you can count on.
You can just picture it. The anticipation before the big moment. The band playing, the adrenaline flowing, the confidence that you're about to hit the field and simply dominate. Now you know what it feels like to plant a field of Brevant seeds. Because when you choose Brevant seeds, you're not looking for a simple win. You're looking to turn heads and make a name for yourself. This is your turf. And when you get out there, it's sheer domination. Get started at Brevant.com/domination. Win, win, win.
Which schools will take home the prestigious Learfield Directors Cup for the top college athletic programs for the 2025-26 college athletic season? Check out the criteria and follow the year-long standings of your favorite team at L Directors Cup on the X platform or online at thedirectorscup.com. Trophies will be awarded in June 2026 to the winning institutions in all college sports divisions. The Learfield Directors Cup, powered by NACDA, the crowning achievement in college athletics.
Well, Wisconsin stings Illinois with a big uppercut. Darion Dupree up the middle, 84 yards to the end zone. The only guy that had a chance to stop him was the official.
Yeah.
In the back. And he sprinted 84 yards. The Badgers haven't really had a lot of big plays this year. But they got a big one there, and they're up 17-7. And the big crowd here tonight, didn't know if there'd be a big crowd or not, but they have turned out, and they are enjoying this for a 3-7 football team. They've got 200 yards of offense. They got 74 on that one shot up the middle. 84 yards. Here comes the kickoff. End over end kick, and it will sail out the back of the end zone. All right. Got to give Omar some more time to throw here.
Yeah, so when I'm talking about the defensive lineman being on the edge of the offensive lineman, if I'm Josh Gesky and I'm blocking the defensive tackle, there's a guy on his left shoulder that is beating him. The running back can step up inside between the tackle and the guard and block him with his right shoulder and set him back on the left guard. Same thing with the left tackle. If he's being beat around the edge on his left side, the running back can chip and hit him with his right shoulder and set him back on the tackle. What that does is it does a couple of things. One, it helps your offensive linemen because they love running backs that chip defensive linemen on their way through to run pass routes. And the second thing it does is it makes those defensive linemen not get on the edge anymore because now they're afraid of a running back either hitting them in the ribs, hitting them in the shoulder, knocking them down, and they don't want to continue to feel that pain. So if I'm a running back, I want to help chip through to get to my route. I don't want to avoid contact to get through to run a 5-yard route. Chip through, help your offensive lineman, and set him back on the offensive lineman so that he's not rushing and getting to the quarterback so easily.
All right, we'll see if they do that and make some adjustments. Michael Martin.
Yeah, on that kickoff, JoJo Hayden, the linebacker, he got shaken up for Illinois. He's in the tent right now getting evaluated further.
All right, thank you, Michael. Cole Rusk lines up out there. He had some catches in the first half. The Illini start 1st and 10, their own 25-yard line, now down 17-7. Altmaier back to pass, hit as he throws, and down he goes. He never got it off. He is sacked. He tried to fire the arm up, and they sack him. And Daryl Peterson, the outside linebacker, rolls through with his 4.5 sack total now on the year with that one.
And that's the same thing. He's around the edge. There was no running back to help that time because he was free-releasing, running a route to the right. But J.C. Davis got his head down and was unable to block him.
Sack for Wisconsin. Now it's 2nd and 17, back at their own 18. Illinois down, 8:57 to go, third quarter, down 10. Throws it out of the backfield, Khalil Valentine with a catch, 25 and out of bounds. Nice catch and run. Shy of the 30-yard line, gets it up to the 28, a gain of 10. It'll be 3rd down and 7 on the throw to Valentine. Altmaier, 12 of 18, 122 yards, had a rushing touchdown that tied the game at 7. Wisconsin scored late in the first half to make it 10-7. And then an uppercut of an 84-yard sprint. Darion Dupree to make it 17-7. Fagan in the backfield. Illinois 3rd and 7. 4 of 8 on 3rd down. Pressure comes. Altmaier lobs it deep right, incomplete. Trying to hit Bullock down the right sideline at about the 45 of Wisconsin, and the Illini are forced to punt again. Well, this is getting sticky now. 17-7 Wisconsin on their senior night. The Badgers, who have had some embarrassing losses at home this year, including one to Iowa, their arch rival. They're going to get the ball back. Tyrell Henry deep at his own 30. Snap back to Crimmins, and he kicks it high, and running in it is Henry up underneath it at the 30, and boom! Down he goes at the 30-yard line. That might be Tyler Strain.
Yeah, I think it was.
It popped him to the ground on the big hit.
Good job by the Gunners covering down and making the tackle. First guy tries to take a shot at him. If he misses, you know the second guy is there to make the tackle. So good job by both of them. Good job by Tyler Strain making the tackle.
All right, so the Illini defense has to go back to work. Hey, hustle is what it takes to dominate. Exactly what Build Ford tough trucks were made to do. Check out F-150 or Super Duty at your local Ford dealers today. 17-7 Wisconsin. 8:12 to go here in the third. Here is a give to the tailback Dupree, and he slides through for about 4 more yards up to the 35. Gabe Ackus able to hold on to him.
Brian, the other thing that happens when you have a team that has been struggling and you allow them to stay in the game and actually get the lead in the game, the more confidence they gain by playing this game, the longer it goes on and they have the lead. They're going to continue to have confidence both offensively and defensively. You got to be able to shut some things down to kind of shut off that confidence for them.
Carter Smith, 5 of 6 throwing. Dupree with a big 84-yard sprint. Here comes a fake handoff on a jet sweep and a keeper running to the right. Smith gets it up to the 36-yard line. And they will move a lot of guys around, send jet sweeps in motion and all of that. They scored on a jet sweep earlier to grab the lead in the first quarter. Now it's 3rd down and 5. They're 1 of 5 on 3rd down of the Badgers. Dupree now with 8 carries, 111 yards. And, of course, the 84-yard run to the end zone. 7:06 for the third quarter. 3rd and 5, Wisconsin, their own 36. Dupree is the back. Here is Carter Smith. He's going to keep it, run it left. He's to the outside. He stumbles, but he's got a first down. Now we got flags all over the field as he got it to the 42-yard line of Wisconsin. Maybe a hold on the Badgers. We'll see. The Illini have had 2 penalties. Badgers have had 1. The 2 that Illinois had have just been killers, though.
Yeah.
In this game. 6:54 left in the third. 17-7 Wisconsin.
So that play is the same play that Luke Altmaier scored on. It's inside run to the right, and he's just reading that in man.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both on the offense. Holding, number 11, that penalty is declined. Personal foul, face mask, number 11. 15-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Still 3rd down.
Tucker Ashcraft is the guilty party on both of those penalties. And that's too bad for Wisconsin because that would have been a first down. But as it is, it backs them all the way up inside their own 30-yard line at the 27-yard line. First down markers at their own 41, so it's 3rd and 14 Wisconsin. 17-7 is the Badger lead. You know it wouldn't be easy, right?
No, not at all.
Dupree is the back. Carter Smith, the freshman quarterback, got his first start last week at Indiana. He fakes a run right. Now he goes left, and he's going down. Left, right, down at the 25. Lost 2. The Illini drop him right there. That'll force a Wisconsin punt. The Illini still have plenty of time, but they've got to get a stop on defense. Michael Martin.
Yeah, it looks like the Wisconsin quarterback mishandled the snap. And the play just fell apart from there.
All right, the Illini are going to get it back. I think Beatty is deep, am I right? So he's back out there. I think he came in at the very end of the half, got back out there after the injury. Here comes the kick. Ooh, that's a low liner. It'll take a Wisconsin roll. Beatty gets away from it. Rolls inside the Illinois 30 and down about the 27. It was like a cannon shot. All right, we'll take a break. 5:53 to go. Third quarter, Wisconsin 17, Illinois 7 on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's sales event time, Sam.
Temperatures are dropping, but the deals are just getting hot.
Time for our annual Ford Holiday Gift Guide.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to go wrong with great deals on trucks and SUVs from Ford, America's all-time best-selling auto brand.
Don't forget the first rule of holiday gift giving, Hank.
What's that, Sam?
Always remember to treat yourself, too.
Well said.
Based on Automotive News Almanac historical data and industry-reported sales data from 1909 through 2024 CY.
Today's game is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Why pay more for gels when Barbasol delivers an instant thick lather for a close, comfortable shave? This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
Hey, Dad, I gotta come clean about something.
Okay.
I only paid for a brand new Hyundai Tucson.
Oh, you might be on the naughty list.
Feels so right, it almost feels wrong. The Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Get 0% APR for 60 months, plus 0 payments for 90 days on all Hyundai Tucson, Tucson Hybrid, Santa Fe, or Santa Fe Hybrid models. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offer ends December 1st. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
At Conquer Cancer, we know the fastest way to save lives is through groundbreaking research.
That's why we support researchers pursuing breakthroughs in every type of cancer, for every patient, everywhere. Visit conquer.org/help to learn more.
Here from AHW. With our online build and price tool, you can create the mower, compact tractor, or gator that fits your exact needs and budget. Try out our build and price tool online at ahwllc.com. Proud sponsors of Fighting Illini football.
.5:53 to go, third quarter, 17-7 Wisconsin leading the Fighting Illini. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by the Illini Cashback Card. Earn cashback all day, every day with the official credit card of the Fighting Illini. Visit IlliniCard.org. And by the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences, where curiosity drives impact. Ryan Barnhart, Kerry Davis, Michael Barton, and our crew all here in Camp Randall Stadium. Badgers trying to upset the Illini. Illinois number 21 in the recent college football rankings. Laughrey is the back. Here is the pitch to Laughrey. Runs it to the right and knocked down shy of the 30 at the 29. He got a couple. It'll be 2nd and 8. Good to see Aiden out there. He's got 252 rushing yards coming into this one, but has been in and out of the availability list. 5:34 to go in the third. Here is the snap back to Altmaier. Winds it up, fires to Bowick. He's got it. Slips down at the 40, but that's good for an Illinois first down. Brought to you by Ameren. So Bowick comes up with a catch.
Really good route by him, using his speed, making the corner. I think he was running deep and then breaking it off and getting friendly coming back to the ball for Luke Altmaier.
Illini get a first down, their own 40, 1st and 10. Here in the third quarter, handoff Aiden Laughrey. And not much there. Can't get up ahead of steam here. And he gets it to the 42-yard line. So a gain of a couple. 2nd and 8 for Illinois. Altmaier tonight, 13 of 20, 143 yards. Had a rushing touchdown in this game. Play action fake. Looks to throw. Deep right. Looking for Dixon. Turns around. And he caught it at the Badger 20-yard line. Colin Dixon turning around with a tough catch. He saw the ball before the defender did. Turned around and caught it. And that was a tough catch around his hip and a gain of 36 and a first down Illinois.
Yeah, really good job of adjusting to the football, and it kind of felt like it was pass interference, and they're going to check this to make sure it didn't hit the ground.
Ruling on the previous play was a completed pass. That play is under further review.
So the Badgers, who this year on defense have been guilty of giving up big chunk plays, gave up a chunk there. And did he have control of it all the way to the ground? I think he did. He had his hand underneath it.
Yeah, he did. I don't know if it was that part. I think it's the first part of the catch where they're trying to check to see if he actually had possession. This angle here, trying to see if it actually hits the ground. And it looked like the nose of it may have, but it may not have. So,
well, we got hurt on these a couple of times last week. If it holds, it'd be Illinois 1st and 10 at the 21. Our reviews are brought to you by AHW. Ricardo Holm in the corner. Career 10 interceptions. Had 7 interceptions a couple of years ago. Landed him a third-team All-American status. But he was the defender. Dixon turned around. He was catching it down around his hip, and then he rolled over.
Yeah, it's hard to tell if the tip of the ball hits the ground or if he has it trapped against his hip. Ideally, I would like to say they're going to uphold the call because it's too hard to tell. But
yeah, but I don't know. We've been wrong before.
Yes, we have.
It's real close. He was trying to pin it up against his thigh as he came to the ground. The 84-yard touchdown run, Darion Dupree, the longest play of the year allowed by Illinois this year. Our AHW review going on as we speak. Illinois trailing Wisconsin 17-7. This is a big overturn if they turn it over.
After further review, ruling on the field is upheld. 1st and 10, Illinois.
Okay. I think the Wisconsin fans thought it was going to be in their favor, but the Illini catch a break, and maybe that'll spark something here The Illini down 10 to Wisconsin with 4:20 left. It was bang, bang.
Yeah, and usually if it's like that, they'll go with the call on the field. That's why he said upheld. It's too difficult to tell if it actually hit the ground or not. The call that they made was that he caught it, so they're going to stick with that.
Altmaier, 14 of 21, 179 yards. That one good to Colin Dixon for 36 outside the Carl red zone. The Illini with a couple of men in the backfield here with Altmaier offset to his left and behind him. Beatty, I think, is down there, actually a tight end. Here is Altmaier. He's going to run to the right, inside the 20, inside the 15, and out of bounds. Altmaier with a keeper to the right. There's a tight end offset there as a fullback. And Altmaier picking up some yardage here. He has a rushing touchdown already. Got some yards there. He gets 8. Tanner Arkin is who was in front. We're in the third quarter, 3:47 to go here at Camp Randall. 17-7, Wisconsin trying to spring the upset. 2 receivers left. Single back set is Aiden Lawfrey. We have seen all 3 backs. And here's the snap back and the give to Aiden Lawfrey. Puts his head down, surges inside the 10 to the 9 and a first down. He needed 2. He got 4. First downs brought to you by Ameren, Illinois in the Carl red zone here. For the Illini, they needed some points here. They've let Wisconsin, the underdog, hang around here. Not only hang around, but lead in the game by 10.
This has been a really good drive by the Illini, mixing in some runs and some passes. You're inside the 10. You need to put points on the board and preferably a touchdown rather than just a field goal.
First and goal at the 9 of Wisconsin. Fagan is checked back in. Pistol look. They send Hudson Clement in motion. Snap back to Altmaier. He fakes to Fagan, throws it to Beatty. Sprinting to the right. Beatty banged out of bounds down around the 6-yard line. And the Illini kind of mixing and moving pieces around. Beatty with a catch as he threw it to the right, did Altmaier. They do so many things with Beatty. 4 catches, 22 yards. Dixon's 3 for 62. They gain 3 yards. Second and goal at the Badger 6. Altmaier tonight, 15 of 22 for 182. 3 receivers to the left. Second and goal, Illinois at the 6, trailing by 10 late in the third. Snap back to Altmaier, going to run it to the right. Altmaier trying to turn the corner, cannot. Shove standing up out of bounds in front of that student section down there in the corner. It'll be third and goal, Illinois at the 6.
Yeah, the defensive line and linebackers for Wisconsin just stretched them out, forcing them to continue to run sideline to the sideline and not being able to stick his foot in the ground and get upfield.
The Illini have been pretty good on third down tonight, 4 out of 9. Third and goal at the Wisconsin 6 with 1:46 to go in the third quarter. They're going into the teeth of that student section, which will be jumping around here between the third and fourth quarters. 2 receivers left. Single back set to the right, Fagan. They send a man in motion, Beatty. Snap back to Altmaier, picks it up, slings it over the middle, incomplete. Trying to hit Bowick at about the goal line. Bowick with 4 touchdowns. If he'd been able to haul it in, would have had his 5th, but it was to his left and a little low. And the Illini are going to take 3 points and get back within 10 or 7.
Yeah, just miscommunication there. Bowick wasn't ready to sit up for the pass, and Luke got it out of his hands much quicker than he was ready for.
Put it down to 14, 24-yard attempt for number 24, David Alano, off to our left. Snap back. He's already missed 1 tonight. That one he will not miss. He'll drill that one through. And with 1:23 to go here in the third quarter, it's Wisconsin 17, Illinois 10, as David Alano hits his 15th field goal of the season. So they do get 3 points, but still down by 7. But first and goal at the 9, they can't get the touchdown.
Yeah, unfortunate that you aren't able to get a touchdown there, but you do get points on the board. That's the most important part of it, not turning the ball over, getting points on the board, and putting yourself in a position to hopefully finish this third quarter and finish this fourth quarter with more points than they have, obviously.
Hey, each year when it comes to choosing your seed corn brand, you have fewer and fewer choices. Whiffles Hybrids determined to keep giving growers an independent choice, a choice that stands for something. one that means something on your farm. Plant your independence. Plant Whiffles. When it comes to energy, actions speak louder than words. That's why Ameren, Illinois works hard to make sure you have the energy you need. Learn about rebates and incentives at Ameren.com/rebates. Illinois will kick it off, trailing now 17-10. Here comes Alano, swings the leg, and end-over-end kick, and this will be a touchback. Wisconsin will start 1st and 10 at the 25 with 1:23 to go in the third quarter. We've had a combined 3 fumbles in this game. None have been lost by any of the teams. Illinois with 4 sacks, 5 tackles for loss. Badger defense, 3 sacks on Altmaier, 3 tackles for loss. Remember, they sacked Mendoza of Indiana 5 times last week, so they could do that. 3rd in the Big Ten.
Yeah, and Illinois needs to get to passing downs for Wisconsin, forcing them in situations where Carter Smith has to throw the ball, and that'll make their lives a lot easier.
1st and 10 at their own 25. We've got a new tailback in there. And now here comes a jet sweep to the left, running left 30, 35, and out of bounds. That is Deckel Crowdus. Takes it, and again, they'll do a lot of that kind of thing, and he gets it up for 12 yards to the 37-yard line. 17-10 Wisconsin, 1:08 to go here in the third quarter. Torrey Cox on the stop. Deckel Crowdus, former player at Kentucky and Hawaii. High formation look. Darian Dupree is the deep back. Aker is the fullback. 1st and 10 Wisconsin, their own 37, late in the third. Play action. Back to pass Carter Smith. Being chased by Alec Bryant. Throws it to the right. Was it caught? Yes, I think so. Up near the 43-yard line. A gain of 6. Right at the near sideline by Jackson Aker. Kept his feet in bounds, at least one. Don't think it counted in the NFL, but he did get one. Gone from their own 25 to their own 43. 2nd and 7, and here's a short gain to the right, up to the 45-yard line. Gain of a couple. It'll be 3rd and 2 for the Badgers, and that will likely be the last play of the third quarter, and we'll get the jump around here in Madison for their final home game of the year. With Wisconsin in front, 17-10, Bucky Badger gets ready to lead it after this timeout on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Illini fans know a strong starting lineup makes all the difference. And when it comes to your health, Carl Health puts the right team on the field for you. With the doctors, hospitals, and specialists you already know and trust. Whether you're exploring Medicare Advantage options or individual plans, choose a plan that chooses Carl Health. Visit ChooseCarlHealth.org to stay connected to the care teams who are there for you, your family, and your community. Choose a health plan that keeps you in the game. Choose CarleHealth.org.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
You may not think it matters all that much where your lawyer's from, but after you're injured, having a lawyer who knows Central Illinois, who knows your doctors, and where you're being treated makes all the difference to big insurance. And it makes all the difference to getting the money you need and deserve. At Konoski Bresney, we pride ourselves on being from here and knowing what it takes to help someone from this community when they need it most. We know Central Illinois, and we are Konoski Bresney.
Aw, shucks. The game's on TV, but I can't listen to the call of my favorite team broadcasters.
Never fear, Sync My Game is here.
Sync My Game?
Yes, Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
Wow, thank you, Mr.
Just remember, syncmygame.com.
Well, they're doing the jump around here, and we can feel the press box kind of swaying back and forth. Here as we enter the fourth quarter with Wisconsin leading Illinois 17-10. Let's pause 10 seconds. Allow our network affiliates to identify themselves. Back in 10 seconds for Station ID on Illinois football from Learfield. Well, it's quite a scene when they're all jumping around. Students started, and the older folks join in. The band's jumping around with the trombones and the drums and everything else. Wisconsin with the lead here, 17-10. The total yardage, 246 for Illinois, 232 for Wisconsin. 161 rushing yards for Wisconsin, 84 on the touchdown run by Dupree. That's the difference in the game. Badgers face a 3rd and 2 at their own 45. Carter Smith dumps it down, caught out of the backfield, cross midfield, and they've got a first down into Illinois territory to Darian Dupree.
Yeah, and Brian, everything that they're doing is coming off of the run action. They're having success with the running game, which allows the offense to fake that run and then slip a running back out into the flat for a first down.
It was 7-0 Wisconsin after 1, 10-7 at half, and 17-10 after 3. Pistol look. Dupree is behind the quarterback, Carter Smith, who tucks it in his belly. Now a reverse. Now a flea flicker. Smith hit as he throws. Down the right sideline. It is incomplete. Down around the 10. There's about 5 people that touch that football from the center to the quarterback. And eventually Lance Mason, the intended receiver. I think number 8, Vinny Anthony, was in there too, and he flipped it back. So again, as Kerry Davis warned us, watch for anything. And you're shaking your head going, yeah.
Any and everything.
I told you.
It's all available in the playbook because they don't have much to lose. They're going to try to get you in any way possible, and they've done a really good job so far this game.
2nd and 10, Wisconsin at the Illinois 47. They got backs either side here. Here is a handoff, and this is Dupree. Tumbles his way ahead inside the 45 to the Illinois 43. Got 4 yards. Yeah, that went from the quarterback to Dupree to Vinny Anthony, back to the quarterback, and then he tried to hit Mason around the 10, who was open for a split second. The Illini scrambled back there defensively. Now we get a sub here as Gabe Akis checks in for Joe Barna, the outside linebacker. Eli Conan out there. 3rd and 6 from the Illinois 43. They send a man in motion. Here's a fake handoff, a throw to the right. This time the Illini there to grab him at the Illinois 45-yard line as they threw it to the right. That man was wrapped up by Tanner Heckel. And I think Keka Kuna was the guy that caught it across the way.
Really good job by staying sound defensively by the Illini and rallying to the tackle and getting them down on the ground.
Tanner Heckel has been filling in for the injured Xavier Scott, wrapping up Kekahuna. Badgers will punt it away. The Illini with Hank Beatty deep. 17-10 Wisconsin, 13:04 left in the game. Snap it across the big red W, flag drops. Kick is in the air. This is Bertram's trying to down it inside the 1, and I think he did. Atticus Bertram's. Now there is a flag down. And we've got a couple of flags down. We've got one where the punt was. We've got one at the 1-yard line. And the Badgers, did somebody kick it out of bounds?
That was the long snapper, Andrew Goodman. Kick save and a beauty. It was nice. It was a great job. I don't know if you had that in your game, but he did a great job of kicking that ball out of bounds.
Well, let's see what the ref says first here. If he's going to, because there's a long explanation here. As that ball literally died at the 1. There were about 3 Badgers surrounding it with 12:51 left in the game, and the Badgers up 17-10.
It's actually Nick Levy.
Okay.
The other long snapper. But good job.
So, Michael, tell me what they're discussing here.
Well, I'm not sure what the penalty is at the.
Here we go.
Here comes the
2
ref.
fouls on the play, both on the kicking team. Illegal formation, 5 in the backfield. That penalty is declined. illegal kick, number 46 of the kicking team. That 10-yard penalty was enforced from the previous spot. Still 4th down.
Okay. So, Michael, go ahead.
Yeah, you cannot kick the ball. That's absolutely illegal type of touching. That was not in my bag because, you just can't do that.
It's illegal.
You're supposed to play shortstop on the goal line. Don't let anything pass you. And, that miscue by the long snapper may have cost them some really good field position or some really bad field position.
It's going to be interesting because they do alternate punters. They've got West and they've got Bertrams. Now we're back to West because he's more of the booming kick. They were trying the pooch kick there. It nearly worked, but the long snapper kicked it out of bounds. And here is Beatty with a fair catch, and he fumbled it, and he has to fall on it back inside the 15. Boy, that was almost a disaster. We'll take a break. 17-10, Wisconsin leading Illinois. 12:43 to go in the game. Buckle up. We'll see what happens on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
It's time to trade up. A job is just a place you go to work. A career is a path that moves you forward. Trade your job for a career in welding, HVAC, medical assisting, dental assisting, and more with hands-on training at Midwest Technical Institute. At MTI, you don't just get an education, you learn a valuable set of skills you can build on for a lifetime. It's time to trade up. Get the training you need for your new career at MTI.
Today's game is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Feeling great starts with a great shave. This is Fighting Illini football from Learfield.
Why settle for ordinary when you could have extraordinary? Why trade off when you could trade up? Why chase your dreams when you could drive them? Find your dream car with L certified by Lexus. With an unlimited mileage warranty for up to 6 years and a complimentary maintenance plan. Click the banner to discover more. Experience amazing exclusively at your Lexus dealer.
Complimentary maintenance for first 4 scheduled visits. Warranty valid 2 years after expiration of remaining time mileage of 4-year, 50,000-mile new vehicle basic warranty.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Couple of notes on this game. Illinois with 4 sacks tonight, the most against an FBS opponent. They had 5 against Western Illinois. The second game, they've allowed a 100-yard rusher, and Darion Dupree, of course, he got 84 of that on one play. They had Wisconsin did a 16-play, 80-yard drive to start their first offensive possession of the night. The Illini have had a field goal that they've made and missed. Bakos has hit one. Altmaier with a rushing touchdown. So it's 17-10 Wisconsin, 12:43 to go in the game. Illini start after the fumble by Beatty, had to fall on it. Back in his own 14, 1st and 10. Valentine in the backfield. The give is to Khalil. He goes left and boom, bangs into a couple of Badgers, and he got it up to the 20-yard line. So a nice gain there of 6 for Khalil Valentine. The Illini rushing tonight, now up to 70 yards. Again, they'd rushed for over 200 the previous 2 games. Altmaier tonight, 15 of 23 for 182. He's also carried 11 times for 31 yards. 2 receivers right. 2nd and 4, Illinois at their own 20. Altmaier back to pass, throws to Beatty, caught at the 27-yard line. That's another Amherst, Illinois first down. Good to see Beatty back out there. He got shaken up a little bit right at the end of the half. Illini's top receiver, the senior from Rochester. Illini at their own 27-yard line now. 1st and 10, 11:48 to go. This is a drive of the game right here.
Looks that way.
Low scoring, hard fought Big Ten battle here. Illinois and Wisconsin. First and 10, Altmaier, play action, pressure comes, unloads it, and a diving attempt of a catch across the 40-yard line by Cole Rusk. It's incomplete. Number 9 over there, Austin Brown, the strong safety from Johnston City, Illinois, on the coverage. Altmaier had to unload that one in a hurry.
He may have had a little bit more time than he thought if he'd have stepped up in the pocket again. There's more pressure on him. The offensive line is getting beat on the edge and just creating kind of a frantic feeling for him where it feels like somebody's near you and you got to get rid of the ball quicker than you'd like.
On their own 27, 2nd and 10, Illinois. 11 and a half minutes to go in the game, down 7. Here is Altmaier. He is going to hand it off to the right. Caden Fagan spinning across the 30-yard line. Good hard run to the right. Up to the 33, a gain of 6. Now it's 3rd and 4.
For an injured defensive player.
And an injured Badger down there. Might be Posa, the linebacker. We'll see. They will check him out here with 11:22 left in the game. 3rd and 4 for the Illini.
Media timeout.
And we'll take a break. 17-10 Wisconsin early in the 4th on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Think Verizon, the best 5G network, is expensive? Think again. Bring in your AT&T or T-Mobile bill to a Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal. Now, what to do with your unwanted bills? Ever seen an origami version of the bean? Jokes aside, Verizon has the most ways to save on phones and plans where everyone in the family can choose their own plan and save. So bring in your bill to your local Chicago Verizon store today and we'll give you a better deal. Rankings based on Root Metric True Score per data to 1H 2025. Your results may vary. Must provide a postpaid consumer mobile bill data within the past 45 days. Bill must be in the same name as the person looking at the deal. Additional terms apply.
Throughout history, apples have changed the world. Newton's apple led to the discovery of gravity.
Gravity?
William Tell shot an apple off a guy's head for some reason. But now, the geniuses at Fireball are using apples to launch their delicious cinnamon whiskey into a new era. Introducing new Fireball Blazin' Apple. Taste history in the making with Fireball's new flavor, Blazin' Apple.
Please drink responsibly. Whiskey with natural cinnamon flavor, 33% alcohol volume, produced by Cesar Louisville, Kentucky.
Last stroke.
Illinois fans, it's time to elevate your game day with Oski Light Lager, an ILL IPA. Crafted by Distill Brewery just for you, the loyal Illinois supporter. Crisp, refreshing, and brewed with the spirit of the Illini and the heart of our alma mater. It's the perfect way to hail to the orange and blue. Whether you're at the game, tailgating, or cheering from home, Distill is a proud partner of Illinois athletics. Please enjoy responsibly. Distill Brewery, Normal, Illinois.
Hey, at Premium, we're focused on building a better future through nature and science for our employees, our customers, and our communities. Learn more about our plant-based purpose. Visit Premium.com. And SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets. You can be part of all the touchdown celebrations this season. Whether you're buying or selling tickets, SeatGeek is the place to do it. Isn't it amazing? Sweet Caroline is still sung here in 2025. And the fans are having a good time. This is the most points the Badgers have scored in a Big Ten game this year, 17. They lead 17-10. There's an 84-yard sprint to the end zone by Darion Dupree helps. They only scored 10 in a loss to Maryland here. They lost to Michigan. They scored 10. They were shut out by Iowa and Ohio State here. Scored 7 in a loss at Oregon. Scored 13 to beat Washington and only had 7 last week at Indiana. But they've scored 17 tonight. Illinois scored 10. Illinois has been fighting uphill all night after the Badgers took a 7-0 lead on a 16-play drive in the first quarter. The Illini face a 3rd and 5 at their own 32 here in the fourth quarter with 11:22 left. There's still time, but they really need a first down here. They're 4 of 10 on 3rd down. Roots ready to snap it. Backs either side. Fagan and Beatty. Now Beatty goes in motion. 3rd and 5 from their own 32-yard line. Crowd in a deafening roar here in Madison. Altmaier, 16 of 25 for 189. Claps his hands. Pocket, closing, running. Down he goes. back at the 28-yard line. A loss of 4. And Daryl Peterson grabs him.
And Brian, that's the similar thing that
you
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Caden Fagan, he didn't touch him. You got to help your offensive lineman, not just pat him, not just give him a tap, not a love tap. You have to hit that man in his ribs, and it sounds bad, but that will slow him down. It's not illegal, and it helps your offensive lineman, and it keeps him from making that sack on your quarterback.
About a 10-mile-an-hour wind here. Henry is deep to receive the punt of Crimmins. On 4th and 9, he drops the ball. He's in trouble, and down he goes. He is down at the Illinois 15-yard line. And Crimmins slow to get up. He just dropped the punt.
No, it bounced.
The snap. Did it bounce? Did it bounce?
And
okay.
that's the second low snap
yeah,
that
you're
we
right.
had. He was able to keep his knees up, unlike when we played Ohio State. But the low snap earlier, and this one bounced to him, and he was unable to catch it on the one hop and be able to get the ball off.
Well, special teams have not had a really good night tonight. A missed field goal, a short punt set them up for 3 points. And now we've given the Badgers the ball on the Illinois 14-yard line. It was right at the ground, and he got pounded to the ground. And a special teams mistake, and now Wisconsin, after Illinois was 3rd and 5, the Badgers 1st and 10 in the red zone at the Illinois 14. 17-10 Wisconsin, 10-12 to go in the game. They send Dupree in motion, and pulling it down is Carter Smith. He runs it ahead to the 10. Inside the 11, got about 3 yards. 10:03 to go in the game. Now you got the double whammy here because the clock is running. You're in the 4th quarter, under 10 minutes left.
And Wisconsin wants to run the football.
Yeah.
That's what they've had most success doing. They've only thrown it 14 times, 10 times by Carter Smith. Like they're going to run the football and try to bleed this clock and put points on the board at the end of this drive.
17-10 Wisconsin, 2nd and 6 at the Illinois 10. And a snap, and now we get flags all over the place. The snap was low, it hit the ground, but before anything could happen, they blow everything dead.
False start. Offense, number 71, 5-yard penalty, 2nd out.
And that looked like that was about to be a double reverse pass or something. It looked like Tyrell Henry was coming back and was going to be able to get that handoff from the receiver in motion. So, again, all things are available for this team at this moment.
And even if they get 3 points, that's a problem. Be a 10-point lead here. At least we're at 9:20 and counting. 2nd and 11 on the false start by Wisconsin. Dupree is the back. They send a receiver in motion. Henry. Now they're going to fake a pitch to him. Now looking back to the left is Carter Smith. Now he's being chased. Now he's running right to the 20 and out of bounds. Well, he's going to maybe lose a couple of yards. We'll see what he got back to. As he was chased by James Thompson, the former Badger. You got Thompson and Neal, 2 Illini defensive tackles who played here in Madison. They'll put it down at the 18, so now it's 3rd and 14 for Wisconsin. 8:45 left in the game. 17-10, the Badgers lead it. Get to Michael here in just a second. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Single back set. 3rd and 14 from the Illinois 18. Here's the snap back. Carter Smith, the freshman, dumps it down. Caught. 15, 10, 5, and out of bounds. 1st and goal, Wisconsin at the Illinois 4. Kekahuna. Michael Martin.
Just pointing it out, we haven't heard Dylan Rosiak's name called all that much today. He may have gotten a bit dinged up earlier in the game. He's still on the sideline strapped up, but as of right now, he hasn't been participating.
Badgers get a 1st down, 14 yards. Kekahuna with the catch and run. Aker lined up. Now Dupree, and here's the direct snap to Dupree, who runs it to the right and into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. 4 yards out, direct snap, Dupree, the hero of this game for Wisconsin. And again, they will do anything. And Dupree took the direct snap. Aker was back there with him, and Dupree his second touchdown. That one from 4 yards out, and it's 23-10 Wisconsin with 8:16 left in the game. Badgers saving their best for last. Here, their last home game. Extra point coming up. And the kick in the air, and the kick is good. 24-10 Wisconsin as we go to break. 8:16 left in the game on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Make your game weekend brilliant beyond the tailgate. After cheering on the Fighting Illini, take time to explore Champaign-Urbana, savor restaurants that wow, enjoy art that inspires, breathe in the beauty of nature trails and vibrant fall colors, and discover family-friendly fun that keeps the whole crew smiling. Now that's what we call a weekend win. For more ideas, visit experiencecu.com.
I did my research about the nursing home I put my mom in, but I'm not sure she's getting the care she needs.
What if I told you some nursing homes don't provide the right kind of care, and it can result in abuse and neglect for your loved ones?
Really? How do I find out what's going on?
You call Konoski Bresney. We help families find out what went wrong when they suspect their loved ones are being neglected or abused in a nursing home. Konoski Bresney, we get your worth.
4.5 months. That's your growing season. It may be short, but the work, it's year-round. The planning for next year starts right after you leave the field this year. Studying, evaluating, evolving your playbook. Start with the resources at fieldadvisor.org. Data-driven recommendations for every region of Illinois. Every stage of the growing season, bring out your best. Visit fieldadvisor.org and subscribe. Funded by the Illinois Soybean Checkoff.
Well, now the Illini are in big trouble. They were driving down 7, third down, and Luke Altmyer got sacked. Then when the Illini punted, a low snap right at the ground that Keelan Crimmins caught, but then got smashed to the ground. And then the Badgers, with a nice pass play to Tretch Kekahuna, got him to the 4, and then they do the direct snap to Dupree, who was rushed from 84 and 4 tonight. And the Badgers lead at 24-10 with 8:16 to go in the game.
Yeah, just too many mishaps. The punt, skipping back there to the punter, unable to field it cleanly. You give up the 84-yard big touchdown, and just too much pressure from the defensive line from Wisconsin all night long. 4 sacks, but the number of pressures and quarterback hurries, I couldn't even count because they're getting pressure to him and making him feel uncomfortable all night long.
Kickoff coming up by Wisconsin. Valentine and Resetich are deep. Illini down 24-10. And this one will bounce into the end zone in front of the student section here at Camp Randall. If you're looking for a job that checks all the boxes, competitive salaries, flexible hours, outstanding benefits, you can find it all and more with a career in Illinois state government. Whether you're in tech, healthcare, education, skilled trades, there's a place for you. Visit work.illinois.gov and apply today. All right, well, the Badgers smelling victory here. Only won 3 times all year. They did beat Washington 13-10. The Badgers offense tonight, 262 total yards, 170 on the ground. 84 of that on 1 carry. Dupree has scored a couple of touchdowns tonight. He has 121 yards. Altmyer, 16 out of 25. Lawfrey to his right. And here's Altmyer in trouble again and unloads it. Caught by Beatty with a nice catch. Kept his feet in bounds right at the first down marker at the 35-yard line, and they'll move the chains, I think. First down brought to you by Ameren. What a catch by Beatty. And boy, Altmyer is just able to unload it the last second.
It's a great catch, but you're seeing your quarterback pick himself up off of the ground because there's more pressure in his face every single snap.
Back to pass, Altmyer under pressure again. Throws it left. Caught Justin Bowie. Up near midfield, another first down. at about the 48-yard line, so 13 more on that pass play. Deani Hill, the corner, pushed him out of bounds.
And Luke is limping. He had a bandage around his knee. I saw his sock fall down. He has a bandage on his knee. I'm not sure if that's what the issue is.
3 receivers, right, 1 left. Lawford in the backfield near midfield. Illini have to score quickly. Pass thrown to the right. Caught in traffic. Hank Beatty across midfield to the Badger 46-yard line. 7.5 minutes to go. 24-10. Wisconsin. The Illini in basically hurry-up mode here the rest of the game. 3 receivers left, 1 right. And on the big red W there at midfield. Illini trying to rally themselves back into this. They've been slogging uphill all night. Back to pass. Altmaier looks to throw. Under pressure. Throws it away. Into the side. Incomplete at the Badger 45. 6:59 left. And again, more heat.
Yeah, more heat. I mean, the Wisconsin defensive line, they're only rushing 4, and they're getting pressure in Luke Altmaier's face. J.C. Davis, Geske, they've had some trouble tonight. It's mostly coming from that side. And then on the other side, Tanner Arkin had a little bit of trouble earlier in the game trying to block Rager as well. So it's been a rough night offensively for the guys up front.
6:59 to go in the game. Wisconsin leads Illinois 24-10. 3rd and 5, Illinois at the Badger 47. Altmaier's in the gun. Cole Rusk in motion. Snap back. Pressure coming again. Altmaier steps up, unloads it, and it's incomplete. Trying to hit Beatty at about the 35-yard line. Would have been a first down. Hey, you got to go for it, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't see anybody on the sideline moving. They look like they're going to go for it on this 4th down.
Altmaier tonight, 19 of 30, 217 yards, but he's had a lot of people flying in at him all night long.
Important 4th down right here, Brian. Offensive line got to stand up strong. Running back, you don't need to be in a hurry to get out to run a pass play. Chip your way through.
24-10 Wisconsin, Illinois 4th down. Rush coming, Altmaier's in trouble, and down he goes. Back at his own 46-yard line. And the Badgers are smelling blood. 6:47 left. Another sack for Wisconsin.
Brian, that was pass protection, and that was just not good pass protection. Not good enough. That the linebacker ran right through Caden Fagan. He did not stand up in pass pro, and he's able to make the sack. The same guy that blitzed, I think it was Allegro, he blitzes Caden Fagan and walks him back into Luke Altmaier's lap. It takes the running back into him and also makes the sack on the quarterback. Yep. It's not good enough from the running backs and the offensive line tonight.
His 3rd sack of the year. He's their leading tackler, and the Illini went for it on 4th down. They get a sack. Now we go the other way. 1st and 10 at Illinois' 46. The Illini turn it over on downs, trailing 24-10. Here is the snap, and I think this is Dupree again, carrying it into Illinois territory to the Illini 43. Now they just want to chew clock. 8 of 3, 2nd and 7. Well, it's one of those, you looked at the schedule, you think, this might be the year to win at Wisconsin. Make it 2 in a row here in this stadium for the first time since the early 90s. But the Badgers have risen up.
Yeah, can't come in and just expect the team to lay down because of their record.
Backs offset behind the quarterback, Carter Smith. He's going to give it to Dupree. The ball is fumbled on the ground. And did Wisconsin get it back?
Yeah, he recovered. He stuck his hand out and pulled it right back to him.
Wow. That was almost a disaster for Wisconsin. Yeah, I don't know how he just scooped it back up. Pretty fortunate there.
It bounced right back into his arms.
Yeah, 5:43 for the game. 24-10 Wisconsin. They face a 3rd and 11 after that. 3 receivers to the right. Single back set to the left of Carter Smith, who is 9 of 11. And he gives it on an inside handoff. His wide receiver's got it. 35-30 and out of bounds. Tretch Kekahuna. And again, they just do a lot of misdirection. And this time he comes from right to left, turns it upfield, knocked out of bounds. Just a simple little Sweep to the left.
Yeah, and if you were, I don't know how we would find this out, but I think Wisconsin has ran some type of motion about 90% of their offensive plays. And sometimes you get lulled to sleep with it, and they're running him from the right side, as you said, to the left side and handing it off to him. He just beats us around the edge.
Yep, 1st and 10 Wisconsin at the Illinois 22. Now an inside handoff to Kekatuna again, and he's inside the 20. Just kind of running around down there around the quarterback, and then gets the handoff, runs it to the 20. Illinois may want to think about a timeout here. 4:40 left in the game. 24-10 Badgers. Brett Bielema's second return
to the half.
To Madison. The last time we were here, Illinois won, and they finished the career of Paul Christ. He was fired a couple of days later, who used to work, of course, for Brett Bielema. 24-10, the Illini take their first timeout. Total yardage, Wisconsin 288, Illinois 267. The Illini have given them 2 short fields, one at the end of the half that resulted in 3 points. One here on a low snap on a punt that resulted in the punter, Crimmins, getting smashed to the ground, and then they cash it in on the direct snap to Darion Dupree.
Yeah, it's rough. I'm almost at a loss for words because, again, offensively, you scored 10 points. You haven't been good enough up front. You've had multiple times. There are players in Luke Altmaier's face. He's not having time to throw the ball. And then on that last play, you just don't pass protect well enough at all. Yeah. And you get beat. And sometimes it's football, right? You do get beat. Sometimes the player across from you is better, but it can't be more times that the player across from you is better. So, it just hasn't been good enough all night long for the guys up front, both tight ends, offensive linemen, and running backs included.
2nd and 8 Wisconsin at the Illinois 20 after the Illinois timeout. 4:40 left in the game. Single back to the left of the quarterback, and now he's going to give it to him, and he runs it ahead down inside the 17 to the 16-yard line. So Dupree on the carry there. Illinois with another timeout. It'll be 3rd and 4. Illini running out of time here. 24-10 Wisconsin. With a strong foundation and commitment to quality, IBEW 601, Painters District Council 58, and the East Central Illinois Building and Construction Trades Council serve our local communities with pride, dedication, and quality craftsmanship. Together, truly building the Fighting Illini. Prairie Farm Scholar Athlete of the Week, Kenneth Phelan, 41 assists, 10 digs, 8 double-double of the season, and a Big Ten victory for volleyball at Huff Hall. On the next day against Wisconsin, 35 assists, 9 digs, a junior majoring in studio art. Prairie Farms found to recognize outstanding student athletes. Support Illinois dairy farmers. Remember to drink local with Prairie Farms. Illinois has never led in this game. Fell behind early 7-0. Tied it at 7 on the Altmaier rushing touchdown, and they've added a field goal, and that's it. 3rd and 4 Wisconsin at the Illinois 16. High formation and the give to the tailback, and he runs it left to the 15-yard line. And Dupree again, who's had a big night with 124 yards.
Timeout.
Illinois burns its final timeout.
30 seconds.
With 4:27 left in the game. 4th and 3 Wisconsin.
Yeah, and they're probably going to try to kick a field goal.
Yep.
Illinois, you need to try to get after this kick some way, somehow. Somebody has to make an effort, either up the middle and get your hands up, or if you can get around the edge and lay out to make a game-changer play.
Michael Martin.
Wisconsin has had a field goal kick blocked earlier in this year, so it's certainly possible. That was against Maryland.
I'm trying to think if we blocked any this year.
I can't think of an instance.
Can't think of any. Wisconsin 24, Illinois 10. 4:27 left in this game. Badgers going to go for a field goal here. They'll put it down at the Illinois 22. 32-yard attempt for Wisconsin. Here's the snap. Kick in the air. And it's good. That's a big one because now it's 3 scores.
Yep.
27-10. Illinois 10, 27-10, Wisconsin, 4:23 left. 7 plays, 31 yards after Illinois went for it at midfield. Altmaier got sacked. He's been sacked 5 times tonight, 6 tackles for loss. The Illini have 5 sacks themselves and 8 tackles for loss. Matt Bailey, your leading tackler tonight with 10 tackles. Gabe Ackus, 2.5 tackles for loss. 2 sacks for Ackus as well tonight. But the Badgers looking to spring the upset and hand Illinois their 4th loss of the year. And with 1 game to go against Northwestern a week from tonight at 6:30 as well. Vakos to kick it off. Daniel Vakos lines it up at the 35 and booms it right to left into the end zone. Illinois with a touchback, but now down 17.
A bunch of flags came in.
Yeah.
Not sure what that's
the end of that play. Bucky Badger doing some push-ups down there. He hadn't had to do very many this year. And the Badgers, their highest scoring
After the
game.
play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct. Number 7, Wisconsin. That 15-yard penalty will be added to the touchback spot. 1st and 10 Illinois.
Most points
That
they've
is
scored.
number 7's first of the game.
Most points they've scored in a game this year. They beat Middle Tennessee when they had quarterback Danny O'Neal as their quarterback. He got hurt early. Scored 42 in that one, but what is Big Ten plays 6 points a game? Is that
6 points a game, 12 points a game throughout the entire season, and they put up 27 today. And I don't put it all on the defense. I think Wisconsin has done a lot of things. Mostly the offense hasn't been able to sustain drives, and it puts a lot of pressure on your defense to make stops every single drive.
So with the penalty, unsportsmanlike, the Illini have it at their own 40. 4 minutes to go, roughly. Here's the swing pass to Caden Fagan. Has it, middle of the field, 45-50. Fumbled the ball. Colin Dixon, though, I think fell on it. He did at the Badger 41-yard line. So they get a few more yards out of it on the fumble. Michael Martin.
And for what it's worth, Colin Dixon had a textbook fumble recovery. He got on the ball, curled around it with his entire body to secure it. We're driving.
3:57 left in the game, 27-10 Wisconsin. Illinois 1st and 10 to the Badger 41. And here's another pass knocked down at the line of scrimmage. We've had that happen a few times tonight, too.
Yeah, and the one thing, you know, when you feel like as an offensive lineman, if that defensive lineman is jumping, you want to stay in contact with him and push against him. If he falls, he falls. But more than likely, he's going to stop jumping because he doesn't want to have to fall back on the back of his legs or the back of his head. So if you're an offensive lineman, staying in contact with him, as soon as he jumps, push, keep your hands on him. That way he's unable to get that ball batted down.
2nd and 10, Illinois at the Badger 41, but running out of time. 3:49 left. Here is Altmaier back to pass. Look out. He eludes a sack, unloads it under pressure, and it's incomplete, trying to hit Beatty at about the Badger 30. Boy, oh boy, they've been in the... Now we get some flags in the Illini backfield. We'll see what this is about.
Hopefully it's on both teams, but Melvin Priestley threw a punch at the defensive lineman for Wisconsin. And threw a punch at Peterson.
After the play was over, unsportsmanlike conduct. Offense number 58, 15-yard penalty in the dead ball spot. Down counts, it's 3rd down. That is 58's first unsportsmanlike toward disqualification.
Boy, the penalties we've had tonight, not many, but the ones we've had have just been devastating.
Yeah, it has been, and it's not good. It's not disciplined. You, as a coach, you can handle the penalties that happen during a play, something like a holding penalty. But the pre-snap, the false starts, the offsides, and the post-play penalties where you're getting unsportsmanlike conduct, those are the things that absolutely drive you crazy because now you're at 3rd and 25. We had a similar situation in Washington where you're down there and you get an unsportsmanlike penalty and it puts you back at a 3rd and 30, 3rd and 25, and those are difficult to pick up.
3rd and 25, Illinois back at their own 44 now. Altmaier running for his life and has to unload it to give Illinois one more shot here on 4th down with 3:38 left. And if there's one play that defines this whole game, it's Hallmeyer running for his life.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean
he hasn't been able to.
It's some of the same things, just getting beat, oversetting. Josh Gesky oversets, gets beat inside this time because he's been getting beat outside so much. And Peterson beats him inside and forces Luke Altmaier around the edge. And there's really nothing, there's no recipe for that other than standing up in pass protection and getting the guy blocked.
Hallmeyer tonight, 236 yards, 20 of 34, 4th and 25. Illinois at their own 44. Throw to the right, caught by Rusk. At the 50, a flag is down, though, in the backfield in the vicinity of holding. Might be 4th and 35 here coming up. Let's see.
Well, they blew the whistle as the play was going on.
Maybe it was.
I don't think it was offsides. I have no clue as to maybe it was an inadvertent whistle. I don't know why they blew the whistle in the backfield as the play was still going on.
Catalano.
Live ball, unsportsmanlike foul, number 58 of Illinois. That player is ejected from the game.
That's 2 on
Penalty
Priestley.
is declined. The ball is turned over on downs. 1st and 10, Wisconsin.
All right. So they do turn it over on downs with that. And Melvin Priestley is out of the game. Frustrating night for the Illini. They're going to give it up. And the ball goes to the Badgers. What a win for Luke Fickell and his team here if they finish this off, leading 27-10. 3:30 left in the game. The Badgers with about 300 yards of offense, only 92 passing yards. Badgers get it back. So the 2 unsportsmanlike penalties in a row. Just can't have that.
You can't have it. And you know, Coach Bielema grabbed him as he was coming off the field to have that conversation with him. You got to maintain your composure. You can't let what's happening frustrate you to the point where you're doing things that are outside the scope of football. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, sometimes you get beat. It's part of the game, but you have to maintain your composure and not lose your cool to the point where you get thrown out of the game.
They're trying to figure out where to put the football down, and the referee's walking around with the ball here. They put it down at the Badger 44-yard line. Panama City listening in tonight. Little Swan Lake in western Illinois. Peoria, backyard burning leaves at Cookeville, Tennessee. Sebring, Florida. Downers Grove, Illinois. Sinking in Kansas City. Claremont, Florida. Noblesville, Indiana. Grand Ridge, Illinois. Siena, Texas, all with us tonight. But unfortunately, Illini in danger of their 4th loss. First one here in November. Started okay with Rutgers and Maryland, the wins there, but running out of time here in Madison. They turn it over on downs. The handoff to the tailback. He's running right. That's Dupree. Up to the 47-yard line. But again, Illinois, they have no timeouts left. So the clock will just keep moving. 3:16 left. Wisconsin led 7-0 after 1 quarter. 10-7 at half. 17-10 after 3, and have scored 10 points in the 4th quarter. A field goal and a touchdown. Dupree, 16 carries, 128 yards. The backup tailback. Ituka, the starter, couldn't go. Now they got back split either side. Send a man in motion. Here's the snap back, and Carter Smith's going to run it to the left, to the 50, and into Illinois territory, close to a Badger first down. At about the 47, a yard shy. Got 6 yards on it. It'll be 3rd and about 1. 2:28 left. This will wind it down, I think, to the 2-minute timeout.
Yeah, it will. And Wisconsin will have an opportunity to pick up a first down and seal the game. And you're 1 play away from the game being over if you're Illinois. Like you said, it's going to get down to the 2-minute timeout. But after this timeout, you got a chance to get a stop and see what happens after that.
Leading receivers tonight for Illinois, Hank Beatty, 7 catches for 47. Colin Dixon, 3 for 62 as the Badgers stand in the huddle and wind it down to the 2-minute timeout.
This is a 2-minute timeout.
2-minute timeout. Stay here. Well, you knew it might be tough. There were a couple of surprises. One, we didn't know how big the crowd would be. It's surprisingly big. And then two, with the Badgers, so they've had such a dismal season, how would they respond? And they played like a team that still had a lot to play for, even though they were 3-7.
Yeah, they did. And they came out with the mindset of, what they've shown thus far this season is not what they want to be known as or be remembered as. And they came out and played really hard. We talked about it pregame, how good this defense was, right?
Right.
The offense was the trouble. They weren't able to put points on the board. But you have a mishap with a punt, which gives you a short field. You get a 84-yard touchdown run where you have two guys in the same gap, and then guys missing the tackle, and he's just running down the field with no one around him. And then the number of pressures and the number of sacks that Wisconsin defense has been able to get. It's been really rough offensively, trying to sustain drives, trying to get drives going, picking up first downs. When your quarterback is under that much pressure consistently, it's hard to get a flow or be fluid offensively. And so that's pretty much what's all happened tonight. Just the amount of pressure that they've been able to get after Luke Altmaier, and sometimes some of those errant throws have been kind of the downfall for today's game.
No, you're right, and been a tough night for the Illini tonight here as we play near the end of November. Next week, of course, is Thanksgiving. Down to Michael Martin.
Special teams played a massive role tonight. I mean, we had a missed field goal before half. We had a short punt, which set up a Wisconsin field goal, and then, of course, the botched punt that ended up with a Wisconsin touchdown. So, I mean, that's a 13-point swing, and we're losing by 17. We don't make those mistakes. We are far more competitive in this game, but just didn't happen that way.
Well, they always talk about complementary football. In this case, all three facets had a bad night.
Yeah, they did. I mean,
in different ways.
You struggle in all three phases, and if you don't click on those things, and Wisconsin is a team, we talked about it before, they are one of the least penalized teams in the country. They don't beat themselves. They just haven't had success offensively. They are a really good coach team. That tells the story because they don't get penalized. So if you don't beat them, they're not going to beat themselves. And Illinois didn't beat them, so they haven't beat them tonight. And Wisconsin took this game over.
2 minutes left. Wisconsin 27, Illinois 10. Our touchdown run by Luke Altmaier. Instant replay brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Why pay more for gels when Barbasol delivers an instant thick lather for a close, comfortable shave? Choose Barbasol, a quality shave and trusted value. Badgers at 3rd and 1 from the Illinois 47. They have three backs in the backfield. They turn and give it to the deep back. He's got the first down. Now they can pretty much just run it out. The Illini never had the lead tonight, but when they do have it this season, it's brought to you by Illinois Farm Bureau, Illinois Farm Bureau Advantage. And the Illini are going to lose this one tonight. 1:53 left. 27-10 is the Badger victory. The Illini trying to win 2 in a row in this building for the first time since the early 90s, and they're not going to get it done. Victory formation coming up for the Badgers with 1:37 left. And taking a knee is Carter Smith. Badger fans enjoying this one here. If they ever came up with the attendance tonight, I've not seen it. Seats about 80,000, but I don't think it was 80,000, but it might have been 65 or 70. Taking a knee here again, coming up at the Illinois 46-yard line. The Badgers in their final home game. About to knock off Illinois. So in a couple of home games recently, they knock off Washington, and now they're going to beat Illinois. As Carter Smith will take a knee. 27-10 Wisconsin. They may have to do it one more time. It'll be 3rd down, but it's all academic now. Badgers led 7-0 after 10-7 at half. The Illini have had some miscues in all facets of the game. Pressure on Altmaier all night long. He got sacked 5 times. Now the Badgers one final knee with 24 seconds left, and this one is done. celebration. They're going to storm the field, by the way. Here they come from all corners of Camp Randall Stadium. Luke Fickell and Brett Bielema embrace as we got a field storming here at Camp Randall. 27-10, Wisconsin. When you've had a bad year like they have, you'll take a win like this again on senior night. We'll come back and talk some more. We got Brett Bielema coming up in a little bit. A dejected Illini team losing to the Badgers 27-10 on the Busey Bank Illini Sports Network from Learfield.
Our beloved veteran-owned 8% Hard AF Seltzer is now available in every single stadium on game day at the University of Illinois. Also, check your local stores for our Illini Orange 6-packs and 12-pack variety packs featuring watermelon, peach, blue raspberry, and green apple today. To find your favorite location, check our store locator at hardafseltzer.com.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Primient is proud to celebrate agriculture today and every day, on the field and off. We were founded on the potential of agriculture more than 100 years ago, and our more than 1,500 employees embrace this heritage as we look to tomorrow. To learn more about how Primient teams are working to enrich lives through plant-based